Pulao. Oh, hello. Alrighty. Some more PG Arcade. Woo. Okay. Hopefully I don't get too sleepy again. Alright. Just go straight into it. Today we're gonna go into floating record. ER00. Reveries of with a whale. Cool. It's gonna focus on Pulao. Alrighty. As per usual, I did my dailies already. And all that stuff. Oh man. Yeah, I'm kind of just following whatever the game shows here when I go to the battle menu. Like down here, it shows referees with a whale and nothing else. So I'm just following those. So we're gonna do this. Reveries with a whale. Cool. I'm always down to see some more Kowloon stuff. I'm really excited for this one. Oh, the music's really nice too. Alright. Straight into a fight, huh? Reasonable nonsense. Let me take a sip of water real quick. I know I said I hope I won't get sleepy during this stream, but considering how the other two times I've done it and I felt sleepy, it was because it was like after I ate food and I just ate food. So now, who knows? I might end up feeling sleepy, but we'll see. All right, reasonable nonsense. I've never played Pulao. Oh, that's cool. That's cute. Right. Never played her, so. Ooh. Storytellers always say, do the right thing and go the right way. What comes around, goes around. The only thing that is constant is change. One sunny day, the peaceful street is disturbed by some unpleasant noises. Screw you! I don't care who you are. Nobody's going to stop us today. The masked speaker spits on the mottled pillar. Look at this martial arts club so run down, with only 2 members. We will each charge a small fee to protect this place. You won't find this due anywhere. I think it's deal, right? Master once taught me that word. You. I say it's due, then do it is. Demon Bane said it. Don't you dare. Mess with us. Master and I are more than enough to protect ourselves, but thanks for your offer anyway. Lucky dog, Dingold. Have I not made myself clear? I don't think so, Demon Bane. Other shops were already paying before we finished their lines. This girl doesn't look too familiar. I'm afraid. What are you afraid of? Don't you dare let the gung-hoer's name down. I'm afraid that she's new here. Wow, you guys are smart. I didn't have to tell you. I'm pretty new here. I came at... Wait, when did I come here? She's about to answer but hesitates at the end. She looks at the quiet club, antique streets, walls shrouded in mystery, and listens to the humming of machines from afar. It all looks so familiar, but Pulao is feeling a little strange. But the man with the purple mohawk, the other guy calls him Demon Bane, obviously can't sense it. He sits on a chair and crosses his legs. No wonder you have no clue. Whoever wants to make a living here must seek permission from us gung-hoers first. You're in luck today, because we are in a good mood. Fine, I'll give you an official introduction. Lucky Dog and Dingold immediately kneel down, putting their hands up. Demon Bane kicks the chair away, then quickly steps on their back and leaps off their hands, grabbing the beam of the house and, with a double twist 4.5 somersault in a tucked position, landing firmly on the ground. With his back facing Pulao, Demon Bane puts his hands together and runs them over his mohawk, then turns around and points at her. We are the gung-hoers. Pulao looks puzzled. Demon Bane has to repeat his gesture. We are the gung-hoers! Sorry, what's your name again? Gung-hoers. Tales of our misdeeds are told from aged care services to kindergartens. We are the darkness of this land and will bow to no one. We are the gung-hoers, the greatest dark kings of this street. Demon Bane, you're so cool. That's it, bro. Why does it sound so random to me? Like, whoever picked the name wasn't even thinking. That's it, bro. Huh? No, I didn't mean it. I hear a lot of chatting. What's going on? Here you are, Master. Master? So you're the boss of this pathetic place. I am just a nobody who decided to stay behind and take care of the club. Whatever, I don't care. Nobody can walk away until you pay your share. Our priority has always been to serve humans. How about we all take a seat and talk about it? Master brings a few more chairs, but Lucky Dog and Dingole just kick him away. Don't sit. We were only asking for a small fee, but this little girl really pissed off Demon Bane. Now you're in for a big compensation. But you could have walked away easily. Now you're forcing me to use violence. No longer able to contain his rage, Demon Bane starts to pull Master toward him. To his surprise, the ordinary-looking Master has not moved a single inch. But Demon Bane is obviously experienced in this sort of situation. He suddenly groans in pain and waves his arms in an exaggerated way, falling back on the wooden floor of the martial arts club and sliding meters back. Demon Bane! I gave you a chance. You've got some real guts fighting us gung-hoers. Huh? You fell on your own. Master didn't do anything. See, you just won't admit what you did. I must teach you a lesson today. How dare you? These guys are wacky. Bring it on. Bring what? Forget it. Just beat them to death. They got boomboxes, bro. Ooh, she's throwing hands. Cool. Cool. Oh, look at her. Look at her stance. Power. Strike. A dragon axe is spinning around, tap. Oh, interesting. I'm not done yet. Ping any orb. Huh. So you just... Alright, Demon Bane. Defeat gung-hoer's boss, Demon Bane. Interesting gameplay on her. Oh, he's got nunchucks. Nunchaku. Oh, he's kicking ass. What the hell? Huh, interesting. Press and hold. Be like water. Oh. Interesting gameplay. That's one of the things with PGR that I do enjoy with the gameplay, is that each character feels very, very unique with their movesets. Even characters who have like separate different even like if it's a character like say Lee that has separate like different frames and stuff, they all feel super different in some capacity. But the point is, each and every construct frame just feels very unique. I like it. As opposed to other games where when it comes to certain like skills or ultimates or whatever, they usually are quite similar. Damn it. Whoever dares mess with the gung-hoers shall pay a heavy price. Well said. But why do you keep moving back? Huh? The door is over there. You're going to the window. Before Pulao can finish her line, Demon Bane has already broken through the window nearby and disappeared on the street. Wait for us, Demon Bane! The other minions quickly go through the same hole that he left, leaving a completely wrecked window behind. No! We saved a long time to fix that window. They're gone. Whatever. I'll go check it out, Master. Hope we can still fix it. Leave it to me. Master walks past Pulao and heads to the window, but Pulao senses something unusual from his words. What's wrong? You seem to have something to say. Master? Your voice doesn't sound right. Are you sick? No, I'm fine. I'm very healthy. I can walk up 5 floors without panting. Master! How is that fine? Pulao rushes to Master as he kneels on the ground. He's unable to control his limbs. His eyes are turning red. Uh-oh. I'm fine. Master wipes Pulao's anxious tears with a trembling hand. He smiles at her. Well, I thought it was just a cold. This Punini virus hits harder than I think. Have you been like this for a while? Why didn't you tell me? Because I don't want to see you like this. You always treat me like a kid, Master. I'm no longer that kid who... Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hang on. I'm gonna have to take this phone call somewhere. Wait. I'll be right back. It might take a while. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm no longer that kid who always made people worry. What to do? Should I get you some medicine? No need. Besides, I don't think medicine can cure this disease. Medicine? Right, ordinary medicine probably won't work. Are you thinking of that legend? Yes, I heard there was an old celestial in the mountains. He has an elixir that could cure any disease. If I can get that elixir, we can cure whatever honey thing you have. Bunny. Bunny-shin. No need. I have a lot of things happen today. I'm probably just tired. I just need some rest, and everything will be fine. Pulao helps Master get on his feet. She gazes at him and mumbles, "No." "What?" "You have always been taking care of me, Master. Now it's my turn to take care of you." Pulao raises her head and looks Master firmly in the eye. "Do you have to go?" "I must." Alright. My brother would laugh at me if I still can't make up my mind. One moment, please." Master knocks on the wall nearby. Heavy clangs of gears turning can be heard inside. Before long, the wooden wall suddenly cracks open and a wooden crate pops out from within, falling into Pulao's hands. "It's a sword?" Pulao looks at the crate and sees 3 words written in exaggerated calligraphy style. "It's a sword." "You don't know what will happen along the way. I hope it can protect you on my behalf." When the crate is opened, it dissipates an antique aroma. Sunlight shines upon the sword through the window, leaving a golden reflection in the inscription on it. Master nods at Pulao and she nods in return. She grabs the red ribbon on the sword's hilt. It gives a warm feeling. "Wait for me, Master." Oh, another one right after. The Celestial Being. Pulao, child of Kalom. Pulao walks out of the martial arts club. The hum of machines from afar is ringing ever louder. The town's projector is playing interviews about the leader intermittently. Many towering buildings under construction are shooting toward the sky as if they want to connect the ground and the universe. Busy workers and machines circle the buildings like bees, making themselves the rivets that underpin the prosperity of this country. Pulao packs her bag and follows the path in her memory into the thin mist covering the city wall. She has lost track of how long she had walked in the mist. The skyscrapers are no longer clearly visible. Oh, this is such a pretty wallpaper. The hum of machines is gradually replaced by the sound of the breeze and the gurgling of running water. The outline of the river becomes clearer as the fragrance of the water-soaked soil grows stronger. A little farther up the river, soft yellow spots slowly spread out on the surrounding pale blue mist. Finally, the sun pierces through the layers of mist and lights up the valley in front of Pulao, covering it with a golden veil. Wow, this is the valley where Celestials live. Just as majestic as the legends. Pulao shakes her head and clenches her fists like a horse stance, cheering herself up. "It's okay. I must admit, I must, and I will find the Celestial no matter what. Alright, let's go." Oh, pretty. Oh. Where could the Celestial be at? Dude, this place is beautiful. I like it. Whoa, what a big lake. I haven't seen any traces of the Celestial along the way. I guess I'll have a look across the river. Cross the river from the left, from the right. If I go right, no battle. But I want to battle. But how do I cross the river? Ah, right. I remember that Master gave me something before I left. Grapple hook. Great, now I can cross the river. Cool. Seems like this isn't the right route. Let me try the other one. Oh, buddies. Bunny bots. Oh, those rabbits are so big. They're standing here to block my way? But I have to see the Celestial. I'm sorry. But yeah. Music is nice too. Cool. Oh, she's fun to play as. More rabbits have appeared. Ow. Then... Nice. She has really cool animations too. Nice. I want to see your fighting animations here. Oh, cool. That's really cool. I'm sure that's an actual. I'm positive that's an actual like martial arts style of fighting stuff, like the similar movements. Like it has similar movements and stuff. Because I don't want to say something like, "Oh wow, Jianshin from Wuthering Waves fights similarly to Pulao," as if like Pulao was like the first one to have that fighting style. But I do see the similarities in the animation. But again, I'm pretty sure there's an actual style of fighting that's very much like that. That this game and Wuthering Waves has taken like references of. The jagged mountain path is strewn with damaged stone statues. Time has not yet stripped them of the aroma of incense etched inside. When she calms her mind to listen, there are still faint sounds of bells and chanting from long ago. Trekking further in the course of birds and beasts, the greenery climbing up the stone statues gradually drowns the mountain path, leaving only the indistinguishable tracks left by animals. Panting. Where is the Celestial? Pulao pushes aside the bush in front and wipes off the sweat, looking around. I must calm down. I once heard that to find the Celestial, one would need destiny or something. Right. Destiny will lead your way. I'll take this way then. Pulao walks forward without hesitation, entrusting her mission to instinct and destiny. Destiny. Have I been here before? It feels so familiar. No, I must trust my instinct. The Celestial must be not far away. Huh? I hear water. I know my instinct will work. Wow, this must be the mouth of the spring. What a great place to live. Pulao sees a lake in front. Several streams fall from above, converging into a blue mirror that melts with the sky. The lake decorates the forest like a masterpiece of the most passionate painter, whose strokes splash around to make some of the most radically perfect paintings of sky and earth. What's this? The beautiful scenery also makes the silk clothes hanging on a branch extremely eye-catching. When Pulao looks closer, she even sees monkey claw marks on them. This is so mean. Who did this? Unable to find anyone nearby, Pulao takes the clothes down, holds them up, and puts them on a large rock near the lake that can be easily spotted. She then puts a few stones on the clothes, ensuring that they will not be blown away by the wind. The moment she finishes laying the clothes, she hears water splashing. She quickly turns around and covers her eyes. Wow, these are my clothes. Gulp. It wasn't me. Haha, I know. It must be that monkey. He really wanted to become my student. Gulp. Anyway, thanks for getting my clothes back, little girl. Gulp. No worries, but would you have any idea where the Celestial lives on this mountain? I'm right here. Gulp. What? Really? Celestial, Huh? It's a panda! Pulao looks at the direction of the voice in excitement, only to see a panda standing in the mist. Are you that sad to see me? Gulp. No, not at all, I swear. Liar. All the passion in your eyes is gone. Gulp. But as far as I know, I am the only being that can be called celestial in this mountain. Gulp. The panda grabs its clothes, on which a big word celestial is written. It only takes it one spin to change into them. The well-fitting outfit is obviously carefully crafted to its body shape, adding to its credibility. Okay, it's okay. It is only natural for you to have this reaction. Gulp. Everyone who came to seek the Celestial had similar reactions. I don't get you, humans. Gulp. Do I have to put a large gold exclamation mark on top of my head so you can differentiate me from just ordinary panda? Gulp. Sorry to make you feel that way. Oops, that was probably a little too harsh. Many said that I had a poker face. Gulp. Relax, I was just joking. Alright, what do you need me for? Gulp. I have a very, very important favor to ask you, Celestial. You found my clothes and passed the test in the mountain, so no problem. Thank you. My master is... Alright, I got it. Gulp. Huh? But I just started. Oh, I saw a dark flash. Then I felt I had already learned the entire story. What's that word? Oh, it's like fast forward in your human's words. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. Gulp. I would love to help, but unfortunately I cannot save your master. Gulp. Because I don't have the most important ingredient, Big Fish's tear. Gulp. What's that? As the name suggests, it is the tear of Mr. Big Fish. I need it to make the elixir that can cure all diseases. But I have no idea where he is now. Last time I heard, the company signed him to the east. Are you saying that you can make me the elixir once I find Mr. Big Fish and get some tears from him? Correct. Gulp. Okay, I'll go find him right now. It's not safe over there. Gulp. No problem. As long as I can heal Master, nothing is a problem. Good. I like your spirit. Gulp. Take care. I'll wait for your news. Gulp. The gulping at every end of the sentence. Ooh, please like me. I knew it wouldn't be easy to find Mr. Big Fish. Pulao gets off the mountain from the east. With her arms crossed and eyes closed, she mumbles to herself. I knew I would probably encounter some obstacles the moment I get off the mountain. In front of Pulao are lots of road signs, and each points to a different path. On every sign is the same. To east text. But this is way too much. This is not about choosing between a dark small road or a bright wide road. Look at this one, the entire road is green and slimy. That one is burning with sparks. None of them looks like a safe path. Besides, this grinning man with a ponytail on the road sign looks so familiar. Oh, lost child, are you troubled by which path to take? Huh? Who's there? I am the light in darkness, the sage who casts away confusion. You may call me the navigator, or the immortal. Pulao looks over and sees a small mid-aged man walking out of the forest. That sounds pretty cool. Not that cool, just a little. Mr. Navigator, do you know how to go to the east? I'd like to find Mr. Big Fish. You have come to the right person. All those titles are but fancy nicknames to describe my job. Most of the time, people prefer to call me by my profession. The man pulls his ironed suit. A pale blue data panel appears on his chest, showing his profession. Tour guide. I present to you a senior tour guide with 12 years of experience. He takes a flag out of nowhere and strides forward, but pauses after a few steps and looks back at Pulao. Don't worry, my service is free. Just give me a 5-star rating and leave a comment that is over 100 words long. Okay. Deal! Let's delay no more and head out. Hope I can get a few more orders and good reviews today. Okay. The stream flows quietly along the terrain, and a few animals come along with the fragrance of flowers. All seems to be a quiet picture of spring, the mating season. Ah! An ear-piercing scream has disrupted the forest, sending all animals running away regardless of whatever season it is. Don't worry, Mr. Guide. It's just a small snake. I have already released it back to the woods. I have never taken this road before. Never thought it could be so dangerous. Wow. Have you never been here before? I have to. Gotta work on my reviews. But worry not. We are definitely on the right track. Trust the pro. Okay. Speaking of which, you really are brave, girl. I have been guiding along, but without you, I would have died long ago. It's important to help each other. You have helped me go around many traps. Without you, I would have also been in big trouble. But you are panting a lot. Are you really okay? Shall we take another break? I'm feeling a lot better now. Let's keep going. I still need to pick up my kid from school. We should be pretty close, I think. Are we really going to the east, Mr. Guide? Of course. I've been doing this for so many years. I see. I didn't know there were polar bears in the east. They are not polar bears, just some pandas using eye cream. I see. Rumbling noise. Are you hungry, girl? No, we just ate, didn't we? Who is it then? Let me see. It's okay, just the pandas following us. What? Relax, pandas are docile creatures most of the time. Why did they seem angry? Those aren't pandas. Run! Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Surrounded. Defeat the rampant pandas? Here comes more. And Sig. Boing. What? Again? Guys, please come down. Woohoo! Woohoo! Just keep throwing this. What's that? What's what? Oh. Big panda? It's a really big panda. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. I'm getting a slightly better understanding on what to do. Ezra. Brr, rar rar. Are you saying that I trespassed on your territory and I hit you? Brr, brr, brr. So you're angry because we came here without your permission. Brr, brr. Sorry, we didn't mean to do it. Brr. Don't worry, I pulled my punch, so your friends are fine. I'll go wake them up. Sorry. Sorry, we didn't mean to do it. Rar rar. Amazing VA work. Come from yours truly. Ah, she's cute. That was close. Polar pandas are dangerous. Pulao manages to calm the pandas down. After they leave, the tour guide collapses to the ground. His suit has dirt on it, but he does not have time to clean it. His dirt has soot on it. Mr. Guide, you can use my handkerchief if you don't mind. But thank you. Hey, what's wrong with you? Why are you at some random stupid place again? The guide is about to take Pulao's handkerchief, but his terminal suddenly starts to talk, shocking him greatly. His hands are juggling like a circus performer. Finally, he manages to catch the handkerchief before it drops to the ground. Whew. He wipes some cold sweat off his forehead and takes out the terminal. You really are a genius. As a tour guide, the last thing you do is take the client the wrong way. Across the entire company, our team is the only one that always gets a C in the KPI, and you are the reason why. You are a disgrace. But our KPI plummeted because you used the funds elsewhere. What? No, nothing. You are right, leader. It's all my fault. I promise, I'll correct my mistake. The terminal's video function is not enabled, but the tour guide is still bowing and nodding as he holds it. I don't care about your promise. You say the same thing every time, but never fail to disappoint me. You don't have to come tomorrow. Please don't. I'm the only breadwinner in the family. I can't get fired. My kid needs to go to school, and I have a loan to pay. As if I care. Please give me one more chance, leader. Look at my age. I'll never be able to find another job. You want a chance? Who's going to give me a chance? You've been in the industry for over 10 years. Still, you take the clients to the wrong way multiple times every month. I'm losing all my hair handling their complaints. Did you give my hair a chance? Can I say something? No problem. My honored client, I have already punished his mistake. Please don't file another complaint. Oh, no, I'm not honored at all. Besides, I never said I wanted to complain. Actually, I asked him to take me here. Huh? The guide wants to say something, but Pulao makes a gesture. He covers his mouth and continues to listen to the conversation. Are you saying that he didn't take you to the wrong way this time? He didn't. Actually, Mr. Guide showed me lots of great views along the way, many of which I have never seen in town. I saw rushing streams, steep valleys, and dense jungles. They are so beautiful. Mr. Guide did his job and went above and beyond. Instead of criticizing him, you should give him well-deserved praise. I'd like to give him a 5-star rating. Fine. If the client says so, I can let you walk this time. Thank you so much. The tour guide keeps thanking his leader until the conversation is hung up. After quite a while, he finally stands up and returns Pulao's handkerchief with both hands. Much appreciated. I don't know what I would do without you. You are welcome. Sorry, I didn't take you to the big fish after all. Don't worry. One of my friends used to say, keep asking and you'll find your way. We just need to ask around. That's true. Oh, it's getting late. You should go pick up your kid. You have already helped me to get out of the most dangerous area. I can walk the rest on my own. The tour guide opens his mouth, but nothing comes out. When Pulao packs her bag and waves her his hand to say goodbye, he suddenly stops her. Wait a sec, girl. You said you were looking for Big Fish's tears, but you don't have any containers with you. You're right. I left in a rush and completely forgot about it. The tour guide takes out a pink water bottle with lovely bunny stickers on it. This was my daughter's old bottle. When she grew up, she thought it was too childish and no longer used it. It's just the right size for Big Fish's tears. Just take it as a token of appreciation. Can I? Of course. I'll ask my friends about the big fish when I go back. Once I hear something, I'll send it to your terminal. Wow. Thanks, Mr. Guide. Don't thank me. This is nothing compared to how much you have helped me to keep my job. Your job is really important to you, it seems. Of course. It means the world to someone my age. Have you ever thought about changing to another job or starting your own business? I can't. Once you grow old, finding a job gets very difficult. But I heard many good things about running a stall. Why don't you start a shop near your daughter's school? It's less hectic and you get to spend more time with her. I'm never a business person. But I think the kids will love your passion and kindness. At least you never have to worry about not having enough customers. You have a point. Thank you. I'll think about it. Hope you can find big fish too. Oh. How nice. Pulao precious. Wow, that's like fight after fight in these missions. An insurmountable ridge. Have you heard of the news? Of course. Everybody's been talking about it lately because she was asking everywhere. It's been so many years, who would have thought that someone would still want to look for the big fish? I heard it's a little girl this time. No one gets to look for the big fish. That means we have to do work. That means we have work to do again. We're going to be busy. Same old thing. Whoever wants to look for the big fish must come here first. Rumor has it that she'll be arriving in a few days. Send the guys to watch every single junction. Use the code words if there is a situation. Roger. These thugs. Wow, the city looks great. Steeped in the scent of jasmine tea, the town welcomes a young guest early in the morning. Pulao sees the waiters, wearing undershirts and draped with towels, walk out of the stuffy tea room to the mouth of the alley for a bowl of fermented bean milk. The sound of rattle drums reverberates throughout the alley. The refurbished bricks and stones could not contain the intoxicating aroma of the wine behind them. Pulao follows the waiters out of the alley and is immediately lost in countless breakfast stalls. She gulps and goes up to ask an old man who is shaking the rattle drum and selling sour prune drink. Excuse me, can I have a bowl of sour prune drink, please? The old man lifts his eyes and makes a bowl of sour prune drink for Pulao, sizing her up. You look familiar. Have we met before? Huh? You must have mistaken me for someone else. It's my first time here. Do you know where the dock is? Fine. The dock is on D4th Street. You're on G6th Street. Keep walking north until you go past the overhead bridge. Turn left when you see the largest dragon child pillar, then walk till the end. Alright. Thank you, sir. Pulao takes a prune drink and sips at it. No worries. You're a kid with good manners. Way better than that smooth-talking guy. Forget it. The old man starts to shake his rattle drum again, looking away toward the north. What do you think about this place? Not bad, isn't it? Right, it feels very lively. Almost too lively. Do you know why there are breakfast stalls on both sides of the alley? The old man suddenly changes the topic. He looks back at his own stall, asking Pulao with a smile. Not really. Why? Back in the old days, all the stalls were together and people always fought for trivial matters. Some argued that tofu pudding must be salty. Others claimed nobody wanted salty tofu pudding. The conflicts never ended. To reduce the conflicts, the stalls were separated based on their flavors. I see. Yeah, people living in this busy city all have their own stresses. A little conflict is enough to detonate them. Even if the problem that causes the conflict is so trivial. I have said a lot. It's been a while since someone was willing to listen to my nagging. These grubs are for you. Get yourself some watermelon when you arrive at that overhead bridge. That's the best thing on a summer day like this. You can't say you have visited this town without trying the watermelon. This is the perfect opportunity. Have we cleared the way to the dock? Except the auntie's selling watermelon. She has heart problems. We shouldn't get her involved. Move out when the girl is off the overhead bridge. Got it. The people here are so friendly and welcoming. I only wanted a few slices, but she gave me so many. After bidding farewell to the old man, Pulao headed toward the dock. Just like he said, she saw an old woman selling watermelon on the overhead bridge. She just wanted a few slices for a taste, but when the old woman saw her grubs, she gave Pulao 2 baskets without hesitation. Pulao had to put its a sword on her back and carry 1 basket on each hand on her way to the dock. She seemed very nostalgic when she looked at the signs on the grubs. They must have had some stories. Oops. Watch out! Just when Pulao gets off the bridge and walks under the dragon child pillar, a muscular man rushes out from the corner. Ouch! Are you alright, little girl? I'm okay. My watermelons. They're fine too. What about you? Are you hurt? I'm alright. Sorry, gotta go. Okay. He's gone so fast. Must be in a hurry. Pulao grabs the watermelon baskets, but realizes her back has become a lot lighter. Huh? Why does that sword on his back look so familiar? No, that is my sword. Brother Simpy, I got it. Birdie's got it. Let's run. Simpy. Hey, stop. I'll stop if you stop. That's what I want to say. Come here. Thief. Thief. It's a trick. The sword is not on him. Not him. Come here. I'm right behind you. Gotcha. Stop. I don't have the sword, doughy. What are these names? Simpy, Birdie, Doughy. Nice. What are you doing? Give my master's sword back. Girl, I'm doing this for the sake of everyone. We will show no mercy if you don't stop. Ow. I didn't even hear the sound of... Oh, God. Woohoo! Okay. Throw the weapon. Ah, I see. Okay. Gotcha. That's cool. That's really cool. If I'm understanding it correctly. Throw the weapon. You ult it again and then hit it with your ping. That's where the sound effect is coming. Okay. That's really cool. It's fun. Oh! Nice. Dude, she's really cool. She's really cool to play. Alright, can you tell me why you suddenly came out and took my sword? Are you willing to listen? Of course. We don't even know each other. There must be a reason behind this. Last thing I want is to bring others trouble without realizing it. Okay, I can't stop you going for the big fish by force anyway. Simpy looks at Pulao's gigantic sword and gulps. The search for big fish will only bring misfortune to everyone around you. You must not do it. Simpy takes out a half-empty pack of cigarettes. The surface of the paper case has yellowed with age, but is still very clean. When looking closely, Pulao sees an old photo attached inside the case. In the photo are Simpy and another woman whose face can hardly be recognized. He lights up one cigarette and inhales with a lot of power and sentiment. When the smoke disappears in the air, Simpy takes a deep sigh. Oh, smoking is bad for health. Don't ever learn it, girl. I won't. Back then, I was young, weak, and always bullied at school. Narwhal's playing. One day, when the gangsters blackmailed me again, May saved me. She drove away the bullies and gave me her handkerchief to clean my wounds. I saw her smile sparkling in the sun. It must be what love felt like, I thought. Brother always said it was love at first sight. I still think that love at first sight is just sexually... nothing. I had been watching her in secret ever since. In the morning, I would put her favorite snack inside her desk. Before her cleaning duty session, I would help her to finish all the work. During exams, I would carelessly show her my complete answers. Did she really need that? It doesn't matter. What matters is that I must do everything I could to show my love. She was so beautiful, like a sun that warmed me up with everything she said or did. Simpy curls his arms to showcase his strong biceps. I trained hard so I could protect her. We had a lot of interactions back then. Everything felt so happy until the cursed big fish stepped into our life, bringing misfortune to everybody. You can always come to me if you are bored. I'll always be there for you. I'll do anything to make you happy. Really? Anything? Of course. I heard there was this big fish in the east. His tears are incredibly precious. No problem. Leave it to me. Right away. Storm, landslide, stranded in the wilderness, hunger. I went through many obstacles and finally found the big fish. But it was all too late when I finally returned with his tear. May's house was completely empty. I added the word completely. I don't know why. Her neighbor says she married one of the guys who used to bully me and moved to another city. No matter what I sent, she never replied again. Brother Simpy. Sorry to bring back your unpleasant memories, but it has nothing to do with Mr. Big Fish, I'm afraid. How can you say that? If I didn't look for that big fish, maybe I wouldn't lose my love. That's all the big fish's fault. Without May, my life was a mess. I finally learned this after getting drunk many times. You must not look for the big fish. It will bring misfortune. But aren't you just lying to yourself? Because your eyelid is twitching a lot when you mention the big fish, it seems that you're very nervous and trying to hide the truth. Shh, girl. Shut up. Birdie and a few others quickly rushed to Pulao and covering her mouth, trying to stop her from exposing the truth. Ouch! Pulao does not back down. She bites Birdie's hand hard, making him almost jump in pain. You're only running away from the truth. You blame it on something else so you can feel better. Love is a complicated thing. How can you possibly understand, little girl? I'm young, and I have never dated anyone. But I think what you had was not a healthy relationship. What I learned from many people's experiences was that love should be mutual instead of one-sided giving like you did. Facts. Impossible. I could feel my heart pounding when I did those things for her. If it wasn't love, what could it be? All those feelings. The song I played in the rain on her birthday night. The pack of cigarettes that she left me. What are they? Song I played in the rain on her birthday night. That's funny. What a meme. Could it be that you were just doing those things to make yourself feel better? Oh my gosh. Did you really say it out loud? I guess that's why onlookers can see most of the game. Uncle Birdie and others must have figured it out long ago. They never told you because they didn't want to hurt you. Did you all? No. Tell me the truth. Brother Simpy. Now that she has said everything, we'll be frank too. Your affection meant a lot to you, but such twisted love isn't worth it. You should be well aware of May's true feelings toward you. May had left long ago, but these friends have been staying with you all along. They couldn't tell you the truth because they didn't want to hurt you. Aren't they more important? No, May didn't do anything wrong. It was... Brother! Be nice to yourself, can you? Sorry, I was too loud. It's fine. Can I get a ciggy, bro? Ciggy? Birdie and a few others grab the pack of cigarettes from Simpy. Each of them takes out a cigarette and lights it up, standing in a circle. They'll leave one spot for Simpy. They pass the last cigarette, along with the case, back to Simpy's hand. He looks at them, and Pulao. See? They're waiting for you. Birdie, Doey, Goldie. Sorry. After so many years, no matter how much I changed outside, I'm still that coward inside. Without a target, without you, I lose the courage to move on. It's okay. We are all the same. Some may laugh at us, saying we can't get anywhere without friends. But so what? At least we're still going forward. At least we still have each other. Guys, brother, we are always here for you. Yes. Simpy wipes the tear from his eyes. He takes out the last cigarette, tosses the case away, and steps forward, filling the last spot in the circle. Thanks for messing around with me all these years, guys. Guess we're just stuck with you. Birdie. Brother. They just... this feels a little weird. They just go from one extreme to another. Well, as long as they're happy. I need to keep going. You there, little girl. Huh? Are you still going to stop me from finding Mr. Big Fish? No. I just want to say thank you. You made me realize there's something more important than love. When you arrive at the dock, just take a ship that heads to the east. After getting off the ship, walk to the north for half a day, and you'll see the big fish. We wasted quite some time. All the sailors have gone home now. To make it up, let's take you around the city tonight. I'll drop you off at the dock first thing in the morning tomorrow. How's that? Sippy has already taken out his terminal, lifting it high up. He stands under the dragon child pillar and shouts, "Hello, everybody. I've something to announce. I'm sorry for all the troubles I've brought all these years." Sippy screams at the top of his voice. "I'd like to apologize to everyone, and to our guest who has traveled far to get here. Let's party tonight. We will pay for everything." Really? Coming. Hooray! Hearing the news, the civilians rush out from their houses, cheering and crowding the already narrow alleys. Look, you can't go without a ship. Just stay for the night and enjoy the hospitality from us. Alright. Playing a song in the rain during your birthday, that one got me. Fireworks. More fighting. It's just non-stop. Each mission is just fight. Can we have another pork knuckle, please? No need. There are already so many dishes and we haven't finished them. Don't worry, just eat. You're still growing. One pot of osmanthus wine, please. Man, that's not good. You have a kid there. My bad. No drinking today. Excuse me, can we swap the osmanthus wine for juice? Coming right up. The shop owner walks out from the kitchen, holding multiple plates. The performers have already started the show as diners dig into their food and wine. Bang! Whoa, this is so pretty. The fireworks explode in the night sky and excite the crowd, bringing the celebration to a climax. Under the fireworks, mechanical actresses step onto the stage, following the beat. Their dazzling performance has lots of applause from the audience. It is Pulao's first time in the city, but somehow she feels a little familiar as she watches the performance. Alright, my turn. Simpy pulls out his sword, then jumps onto the stage to join the other performers. Their blades collide with one another as they dance, rhyming with the music. When he finishes a song, he invites Pulao to also come to the stage. Wanna join, little girl? But I... Go, go, go. It's okay, don't be shy. Good opportunity to show them how good you are. I'm sure it'll be an unforgettable memory. Alright then, here I come. A flexile and simulacrous make. Thus it cometh goeth at the pluck of digits 10. What should I do? Just follow your battle instinct. Our puppets here are professional. They will act accordingly. Okay, I'll give it a try. How transient its flutter. Rise. Oh, whoa. God damn. Oh my god, these guys really bothersome. They just keep going. They don't stop. Dude. My health is so low because they just keep spinning and they don't stop, man. Oh my god, dude. Stop. My health is half health now because of this. Jesus. Oh my god. They just don't stop. Wow, that's amazing. You're getting more and more used to it. Time for the climax of the performance. Thousands of lights. Dance of two dragons. Rise. Okay, thank god I'm done with those guys. Dude, I'm gonna... Dude, those ball wheels alone put my health down so low. It's actually really bothersome. Oh my god, dude. Dude. Bro, come on. Let me get up at least. See, I would have been dead right then, right there. Dude, they just don't stop hitting. Holy shit. Oh. Oh, look at her go. Ooh. Cool. What a fantastic performance. You're here too. As Pulao walks off the stage, she sees the old man selling her the prune drink earlier in the day. His eyes are half closed, gazing at the city in the night. See, these are our people. This is our city, prosperous like a dream. If we can't capture the passion and emotions, they will disappear in the very next moment. They really like you. Huh? Really? Why did I say that? Why did I say it like that? Huh? Yeah. Have you thought about living here after everything? Life here is neither too busy nor too slow. There are little troubles occasionally, but soon they will be resolved. There won't be too many changes, so you won't be disappointed. A little surprise could bring about a celebration, just like your arrival. Honestly, I don't even know what to do myself. That's okay. You have a long way to go, and you have a lot of time to think. I heard you were going to the dock in the early morning. Rest early. The old man takes out his rattle drum and steps into the night, humming some melodies. Pulao can still hear his voice echoing in the summer night after he disappears at the end of the alley. You gave us all a sweet dream. Thank you. It is a drowsy morning. Pulao wakes up in a soft place. The familiar room somehow has lost all its colors. Only black and white remain. Strangely, Pulao does not feel unusual, but has naturally accepted everything. A few silhouettes, who appear to be Simpy and his friends, are already waiting outside. Pulao smiles and greets them, then boards their earliest ship. Just like Simpy said, it didn't take long for Pulao to reach the destination. It feels like she has only taken one step to get to the end of the road. In front of her is a turbulent but silent blue ocean. She puts down her backpack and looks around, shouting to the sky with her hands around her mouth. Mr. Big Fish, where are you? Where are you? She can only hear cold echoes. Pulao is anxious but cannot do anything. Unable to find the big fish, she can only return to the town, awaiting the next ship out. Simpy and his friends give her a warm welcome. They even put up another carnival. She finds nothing on her second voyage. The old man helps Pulao to find a dwelling in town. She is prepared for many more trips. She finds nothing on her third voyage. The fourth, fifth, Pulao has lost track of how many times she has failed. All her effort only result in disappointment. Waking up, getting on the ship, looking for the big fish, and coming back with no luck. These repetitious daily routines have almost taken up Pulao's entire life. This invariable cycle is slowly eroding her resolution and passion. Pulao has also tried some folk remedies to heal Master, or gone somewhere else to look for the big fish. But no matter what she does, she cannot find a second solution to save Master's life. What if she still cannot find the big fish's tear tomorrow? What will happen to Master? Every night, Pulao can only fall asleep with worry and anxiety. Still, she holds on to the hope that one day a miracle will happen. Pulao has lost track of how much time has passed. One night, she has a dream. In her dream, she finally finds the big fish. Mr. Big Fish, I finally found you. Can I get some tears, please? I need it to save a life. But Big Fish doesn't reply. Mr. Big Fish, where are you going? Mr. Big Fish. Big Fish never responds but moves further away. No matter how Pulao tries to catch up, she cannot stop him from leaving. What am I going to do without you? Master will. Big Fish never replies in the end. Pulao feels her body getting lighter and lighter. The big fish, the dock, the town, and even the soil under her feet are drawing away. They're playing Lamia in the background. After that, everything disappears. Only the sounds of whales can be heard outside instead. Big fish? No, they aren't. The whales approach Pulao, overwhelming her world. Thus her story has come to an end. She wakes up in the middle of a hotel, immediately checks the time on her terminal. She lets out a sigh of relief after confirming the celebration only took place last night. Phew, thank goodness, it was just a dream. Are you okay? You were screaming quite loud. Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry. Good. We need to go now. The first ship is about to set sail. All right, I'll be there in a second. Pulao replies loudly and pats at her own chest. It's okay. Don't worry. It was all just a dream. I will find you, Mr. Big Fish. Big Fish. Reunion. What happens now is just like what happened in the past. Take a drink of water. Oh, beautiful! Dude, these wallpapers look so good. After getting off the ship, walk to the north and you'll see the big fish. Up north, down south. Alright, I'll take the upper route. The time passes so fast that Pulao could not even remember the outline of the ship before arriving at the destination. After getting off the boat, she walks north and sees exactly what Simpy had described. She sees a mountain, but it has no vitality of mountains. She sees a sea, but it has no surging waves. Only the clink-clank of the sword and bottle on Pulao's back can be heard. The mountain peaks and the sea remains silent. It's so quiet. Everything goes so smoothly, just like the dream last night. Pulao shakes her head, trying to cast the nightmare away. She raises her hand to block the sun and gazes toward the horizon. No, it can't be. I must give it a try at least. Mr. Big Fish, where are you? Mr. Big Fish. Could it be? A few drops of water splash on Pulao's frowning face. She looks up hurriedly and sees a pillar of water in front of her. Neon-like colors loom around the water pillar. Pulao wipes the water drops on her face and finally sees the root of the pillar through the misty clouds. There is an azure whale. Hello, what can I do for you? Are you Mr. Fish? Yeah, it's me. Could you please... Sorry, no can do. But I haven't even said it. For thousands of years, almost everyone who came to this eastmost land was after my tears. I don't mind giving them out, but I'm way past the age when I felt like crying all the time. In fact, I have not wept for almost 100 years. What? Then what did Mr. Simpy bring back? Oh, that muscular guy. The tear he took was preserved when I was still young. A few years ago, I gave out the last drop of tears stored, which marked my farewell with my tearful self. Farewell? Yeah. Only kids get to cry whenever they want and do whatever they want. Tears are a sign of frailty. Adults don't need them. I bade farewell to my vigorous, passionate childhood and youth. Before I realized, I could no longer shed a tear. Any tear. It's not that I don't want to help you. I am no longer able to cry. Why has it become like this? If you ask this question, you won't be able to understand it right now. Because there is still passion in you. You probably have been like this all along. You do what you want to do and say what you want to say. You have a lot of emotions. Of course you can cry whenever you feel like to. But my heart has withered. Even if you beat me up, I won't be able to cry. I can only accept everything in silence. Once passion is gone, only pale voidness remains. I don't understand the pale or wither you are saying. I just feel that it's not that you don't want to cry. You're just unable to cry. Feel? That's too vague. My feelings aren't always right. But I still want to trust my instinct. Because I saw a strong spirit in your eyes, Mr. Big Fish. Just like all the animals I met before. No matter how difficult their lives were, they could not cry. Because they have families, friends, and loved ones that relied on them. It is impossible for people to really understand and empathize with one another. Those were just your personal feelings. My mother once told me that eyes were the windows to the soul. People use their eyes to express emotions. Words may lie, but eyes cannot. When I looked them in the mirror, I could in the eye, I could understand. Everybody was living their own life. Every life was parallel to others, and they would never cross. Aw, look at her. They lost tears and their fragile selves to not get hurt for some other reasons. You came for my tears. Why are you crying yourself? Because I don't know why. I think I'm not making any sense. But I just feel so sad. My tears won't stop. Aww. You mentioned parallel lines. I think it's a very good metaphor. Everyone lives on a parallel line, yet every now and then we reach out and our lines cross. But you never know how much information the other party can receive from this one-sided communication. They may appear to be very passionate or empathic, but you never know how much they have really understood. Investing too much emotion only gets yourself hurt. So why not just shut your heart and freeze all emotions? I too have questioned this way of living. I was lost. But in the end, I chose to do things this way just like everyone else. Dreams, money, love. People have too many things to consider in life. There is no time and energy left to hesitate or cry. What I did was rational and correct. You get something, you lose something. Right. Everyone just keeps stacking the problems together, putting shackles on themselves. Everyone has their own shackles. Even when they are already badly hurt, they have to act like nothing happened and pretend to be strong in front of others. But wouldn't that make them even sadder? Pulao is in tears. Big Fish does not know what to do. Maybe I'll give it a try. So I can give you some tears? Sorry. I won't force you to give me tears anymore, Mr. Big Fish. Pulao wipes off her tears. She finally calms down after a few deep breaths. The pains and stresses from growing up are already placing a heavy load on you, as well as every other adult. I can't force you to do things just for my own purpose. The world is vast. There must be another way to save Master apart from your tears. I just don't believe there isn't another way to get rid of Panini. Big Fish has seen numerous kids over thousands of years. Pulao is no different from them. He has no idea if she's going to cry or laugh the next moment. It must have been tough, Mr. Big Fish. Thank you for everything. She was in tears moments ago, but is smiling now. Aren't you also pushing yourself? Your eyes are all swollen, yet you are smiling at me. You said it must have been tough. Many people said the same to me. I don't know whether they meant it, or just flattering me, or being sarcastic. But what's so special about your words? Such simple words, but they just feel so different. Perhaps it is their simplicity that makes them sound so heavy. Mr. Big Fish, your eyes have been shouting out loud just like everyone else. They are screaming the loneliness inside you. That's why I just wanted to say it to you. Perhaps. I have a childhood panda friend, but we seldom talk after growing up. Every time we contacted each other, there was a purpose. It was either for his elixir or helping him to buy bargained goods. He sent me bamboos every now and then, but I couldn't even eat them. He said it was to thank me for giving him my tear, but I'm sure the bamboos have unsold stock stickers on them. I live the same life every day. But when someone asked about me, I only wanted to escape and stay by myself. There may be many fish around me, but I always keep my distance when they try to enter my heart. This life is like a silent hell. Big Fish closes his eyes as he tries to recall every little detail of life. There is no God in hell. The God descends from heaven and saves people from hell. That's only a fairy tale. Perhaps. Mr. Big Fish feels something on his head. He opens his eyes and sees Pulao in front. She is smiling at him. Without a word, she gently pats his head. Maybe a listener who is always willing to stay around can motivate people more than illusionary redemption. The warmth of Pulao's palms circles Big Fish's body and strikes his heart. Her innocent eyes and warm touch make Big Fish recall his dusted memories. The last time he was being treated like this was when his mother tended to him after he got hurt as a child. You've already done great. Big Fish feels like he has returned to thousands of years ago. He loses the hardened armor crafted over years and becomes a child again. There's no need to think or worry, for the person in front is giving him all the attention and care. She only wants to cast away his sorrow and is not seeking anything in return. It must have been tough all these years. A ray of sunlight pierces through the darkness in the heart, leaving tiny sparkles in it. Although they're not enough to warm up the cold heart, they still bring back the long-lost warmth. Thank you. A small drop of tears slides down Big Fish's eye. For a split second, Big Fish has reunited with his past. Homecoming. But I promise to not use your tear. Where there is a will, there is a way. As long as I keep seeking, there must be another solution. You are right, but I can't make any use of this tear. Look at him. At least take this drop. Just take it as a token of appreciation from me. But Master told me to always keep my promise. You also promised old Panda to bring my tear back, didn't you? Take it. The one you want to save must be important to you. I'd like to help you out. Before Pulao can react, Big Fish quickly puts the tear in her water bottle and returns it to her hand. Alright, don't waste your time here. Stop arguing and go back to those who need you. Okay. Oh, right. Here, take my contact. You can come to me anytime if you need a listener. That's my way of thanking you. No problem. All the best. Pulao is so precious. That's a big owl. Scarabs? Can't grab these guys, huh? Then oh. They go through each of these scarabs here. Come on, hook. Okay. Gotcha. Nice. Celestial, I am back with the tear of Mr. Big Fish. It's good that you got the tear. But why did you also bring back so many toys and snacks? Gulp. Because I met Mr. Guide at the bottom of the mountain. I mean, he used to be a tour guide, but he's running a shop now. He just had to give me them. I see. Not bad. Gulp. Without further ado, let's start making the elixir. Strychnine, senna, cockleburr, and lotus seeds. Dioscorea, Sephora, chinaberry. Is this a spell for making the elixir? Sounds like a song. Not much different. Gulp. Finally, tear of big fish. Ready. The celestial makes his fingers snap. The pot cooking the elixir suddenly shines brilliantly, shooting all the way to the clouds. The light lasts a few seconds before disappearing. Tsk. I knew I shouldn't trust the specials. This torch only lasted a few seconds. Is this small black ball the elixir? Correct. It may not taste good, but it can heal any disease. Phew. Finally, I can cure Master's disease. Yeah, maybe this is fate's reward for your hard work. Now it's time for those who travel far away from home to come back. Okay. Oh, just a few more to go. Boss fight. Come back. It is easier to climb up a mountain than climb down, but Pulao's journey home is a lot easier than when she first set off. Mountains, rivers, foggy city walls, towering buildings, everything she saw when she set out flies past before her eyes. Finally, she has returned to the small, dated martial arts club deep in the alley. Master, I found the elixir that can cure Punini. Pulao pushes the door open. The room looks no different from when she left. Master sits in front of the counter, his eyes red and exhausted. He only becomes a little lively after seeing Pulao. You foolish kid. Did you get hurt? Don't worry, Master. I'm feeling great. Everybody was very nice to me. Let's stop talking about me, Master. Here, eat the elixir. It will stop your pain. Oh, right. The Celestial said it probably wouldn't taste good. I'll get you some water. Sure. Thanks. Hey, what happened to you? It's only been a few days. Where's all that swag gone? People are going to say we gung-hoers only bully the old and weak. It's you again. How dare you come back? Here we come. Wait, the door's shut. How did you get in? Huh? With a window, of course. Really? I just fixed it before I left. Wait a sec. Not yet. Lucky dog, Dingold. Is everybody here? Yes, right outside the door. The entire gun is here. What? The entire gang, you mean? Yep. All right. Brother, these are the guys I mentioned to you. As Demon Bane shouts, someone kicks the door open. What? Who are you? Standing against the sunlight, Pulao is unable to see the exact shape of the crowd appearing in the doorway. Before her eyes can adjust, she hears a piercing, buzzing sound from the shadow standing at the very front. The red-haired man takes a step forward and swishes his blade in the air, shaking his windbreaker. After finishing his performance, he carries the blade on his shoulder and raises the other hand, pointing to the sky. Godslayer. Already standing near Pulao, Demon Bane makes several back somersaults. He extends his arm in the air and then lands on one foot next to Godslayer. Demon Bane. After Demon Bane lands, a green-haired man smashes his head on the ground. Pulao can feel the wooden floor under her feet trembling slightly, even from far away. But it is only a start. The whistles in the crowd now begin to form a regular rhythm. The green-haired man spins violently on his head, following the rhythm. The bald spot on his head obviously has something to do with his skill movement. Excuse me. After a few seconds of spinning, he straightens his legs, jumps from the ground with a swirl kick, and makes a superhero-style entrance on one knee. Heavenbreaker. Bang, bang, bang. 3 consecutive explosions come from the back of the crowd with colorful ribbons falling in every corner of the martial arts club. And our greatest leader, MC Solar. Eek. Yo. The red carpet is thrown up high. A white-haired man catches it with one foot and stomps it to the ground. He is shouting "hoo, ha" loudly. Loud, strange breathing noises are coming from his vocal cord. Other people start to make rhythmic finger snaps around him. Who's coming to our house? Who's making this mess? They have never met me. The only thing that awaits them is defeat. MC Solar's minions are snapping their fingers to rhyme. They are cheering as he spins and waves. Bang, bang, bang. There are another 3 explosions, but instead of ribbons, lots of petals fly out. The petals fall from the sky. MC Solar, Heavenbreaker, Demon Bane, and God Slayer sweep back their hair and point at Pulao and sink. We are the Gung Hoers. You bully my boys, you're doomed. Do we really have to fight? Of course, there is no other option. Master needs rest, and you are too loud. Let's finish this quick. Problems created by violence should now be ended by violence. Oh, I can feel my inspiration surging. These guys are silly. She's got this, maybe, hopefully. 2 guys, 2 swords conquer all, God Slayer. Have some rest, guys. Let me deal with her. Woohoo! Dodge. Oh, nice. I can do that too. Whee! Got him. Yeah. Don't panic, guys. I will be back soon. 3-6, pierce the sky, Demon Bane. Have some rest, guys. Let me deal with her. I don't know why, but I imagine these guys sounded like kind of like Oetsu from like Bleach. Nimaya. Nimaya Oetsu. Ow, ow, ow. Ooh. Dude, she's so satisfying to play as. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Whee! Oh, he went through the building. 4 axes slash across the universe. Heavenbreaker. Demon Bane. Have some rest, guys. Let me deal with it. How many more times do you all need to introduce yourselves? Oh, what the heck? He's got a guitar! He has a guitar. Oh my god. I get hit by everything. Oh my gosh. Why is she constantly losing health? Bye bye. There we go. Oof. That's fun. I really, really like her gameplay. It's pretty fun to play. Here we go. Vox from afar. This is the last one. Oh, they're back. What is this music? Ooh, nice. Oh no, I don't get my ult. The sword is gone. I gotta be really mindful of my dodging. Jesus, my gauge is really low. She doesn't need the sword. She can handle him easy. Oh, wow, he's got distance on that one, eh? It does a lot of comboing attacks, so it's like can't dodge forever. Yeah, now I have no more gauge. Oh god, dude. Please let me recover. I want to recover stamina, please. Oh. Disco ball? This is such a goofy story. Spirit changes. At this stage, it's unable to actively trigger Matrix. Rap's attacks become more powerful and rhythmic. To confront standard attacks, press dodge on the beats of the music to raise rating. Last set of the combo will launch a powerful blow from above to the ground on the beat. Oh god, it's turned into a rhythm game now? Dude, oh my god. It's hard to really try and follow along with the beat here. I'm not gonna lie. Because I can't tell if it's actually the music in the background or the constant bumping in the... I just don't know. Dude, dude, I'm trying to... It's really... Okay, hang on. It's really hard to concentrate. Like, I'm trying to hit it on the beat, but it's like 2 different rhythms going on at once. What? Okay. The attacks aren't even going on the beat. Wait. I don't know. Dude, it's really throwing me off guard here. What? Okay, hang on. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this rhythm thing going on. Oh, what? Man. What? Is this not supposed to be a rhythm-based thing? Like, it's not following at all. I don't get it. I don't know, man. This feels a bit janky. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this fight. I don't like the whole rhythm thing, because it doesn't feel like it's properly on the beat at all. What the hell? What the fuck is happening? What? Oh my god. It's a rhythm game. This is actually kind of... The music is actually pretty good though. Oh wow, okay. Got him. That was cool though. That was cool, but this dodging on the beat thing I don't like. Cause I'm trying to follow along with the beat. There we go. Like, I'm trying to follow along to the beat, but I don't know. Maybe it's because that I am so focused, like I'm trying to focus on 2 separate things. Like, I'm trying to dodge on the beat, but I keep paying attention to the guy's attacks, and my own personal like instinct to dodge when he's coming for an attack overrides me dodging on the beat, if that makes sense. Maybe that's why, and not the actual mechanic itself. Because it's difficult trying to focus on one thing when there's another in my face. It's interesting though. I don't think I've ever played a game where you would have to dodge and parry on the beat. The only other game I could think of that would be something like that, not with dodging or parrying, but with just like combat and just as a mechanic in general, would be like Metal Hellsinger, which is like if you don't know that game, it's like a what is it? It's like it's an FPS shooter. It's a FPS rhythm game where you shoot on the beat of the music, and you can do and you do have a melee weapon that you can attack on the beat, and you have to reload on the beat as well. That one's easier to do, but this one you have to be paying attention to the enemy's attacks. Or no, you don't have to, because you just need to dodge and parry on the beat. But for me, in a game like this, I'm always paying attention to enemy movements, so that's why it was hard for me to get a handle of it. Well, it's good though. It's different. It's definitely unique in this game. Again, I don't think I've played any other like fighting hack and slash or whatever type game where you have to react on the beat. Again, if it was an FPS game, it'd be a lot easier. But this one was different. The short contest, maybe performance is a better description, quickly comes to an end. Pulao stands in the center alone, surrounded by the moaning of gung-hoers. Ouch. Bro, no, sis, we're sorry. Please stop beating us. We just want to make a living. You can make a living in many ways. Why bully others? Being the gung-hoers is just a job. Music is our life. You see, we had some music test. You mean taste? Right, music taste. We had some music taste, so we got confident. We started a band, hoping to become prominent. But our dream was only a dream. The interviewer only cared about looks, not your performance. We tried to sing our songs, but no one seemed to cherish them. We had no supporters, so we had to go backstage. No longer musicians, we became their pets. We did everything to survive, even had to mime. As he speaks, the other three also let out a long sigh. We were sick of kneeling to the capital. We wanted to fight the big people. Reality gave us a hard lesson. Not everybody had the right to pursue their dreams. But without music, all we had left was violence. We turned our dreams into weapons. We have already pleaded guilty to our crime, but who can say this world is perfectly right? It makes some sense. I feel like he's just finding excuses. Life is never easy for anyone. Master, why are you here? Oh, I feel much better after taking the elixir. It really works wonders. The Punini virus was eliminated immediately. That's great. What about these guys? You have grown up, and I'm old. It's time for me to leave the stage. What do you mean, Master? Are you leaving me alone? It's only a matter of time before you take over the club. As a future master, you should decide what to do with these people. Rest assured, they'll always be around no matter what happens. Master sits back on the chair behind the counter. Pulao looks at the beaten-up crowd in front and thinks for a while before she speaks. You said being the gung-hoers was just a job. If I give you a new job, can you stop harassing the city? Huh? What is this art? Hang on, I want to take a screenshot of that face. I love that. That looks so goofy. Hang on, I'm saving that. I'm saving that shit. I like that. Save image. Why won't it save? I mean, would you like to work in our club? Can we? Can we lowly gangsters really have such an offer? Yeah, having power isn't necessarily a bad thing. We welcome anyone willing to use their power to protect the people around them. Bro, no, sis. Wait, what are you doing? Why are you cutting yourself? Stop it! Pulao quickly steps forward, trying to stop MC Solar's strange action. To her surprise, he is moving extremely fast, as if her words have revitalized him. He continues to run from Pulao and shouts in the martial arts club. I, MC Solar, hereby pledge to always treat Pulao as my big sis no matter what happens. Lucky dog, Ding Gold, give me your bowl. I'm gonna swear an alliance of blood. Please don't do that. Demon Bane, Heaven Breaker, why are you also kneeling? Stop MC Solar, please. Master, stop laughing. Come help me. I just can't stop I can't stop it seeing you having so much fun with them. It's nice, isn't it? One sunny day, the peaceful street continues to be disturbed by some unpleasant noises. But this time, the atmosphere has changed. A cry of a whale comes from the distance through the clouds, the roofs, and the bustling crowd. That was a nice little story. It's very lighthearted. It's a very lighthearted story. Oh, there's more. Early spring. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Here I go. New chapter, Echo Aria and Interlude open. Ooh. Ah! The singing of whale so loud that makes Pulao roll to the ground. The hard floor helps Pulao to wake up. She holds on to the cabinet, finally reaching the whale-shaped alarm clock. When the room is quiet again, Pulao finally gets rid of the drowsiness. She combs her hair with her hand and sighs at the messy bed. Still can't get used to the morning alarm clock. Speaking of which, I haven't slept so well in a long time. I feel like I had a great dream. There were many familiar people and things, but I can't remember. Hi, Chris Redfield. Damn, the one and only Chris Redfield. Crazy. Whatever, the ending must be good. Otherwise I wouldn't be smirking like this. I don't often do this. Wake up, Pulao. We need another round of patrol before the celebration starts. So glad you're playing PGR. Are you now? Yeah, I've been playing PGR for a while. I actually first started playing PGR a few years ago, but it's been but ever since it's been on and off for me, where I would play it, then uninstall it, then reinstall it, uninstall, reinstall. I actually came back to this when it was the 3rd anniversary, so this game is unpopular. I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't say it's unpopular. I would say it was just it just hasn't been noticed enough. There is some popularity to this game. It's just not as well known. What, is it this late already? Pulao quickly jumps off the bed and takes the coat of Pulao crew from the wall. What's this? When her fingers run through the poo on her coat, a calming mechanoid flashes through her memory. It feels so familiar. But why the bitter feeling? Are you ready? I'm coming in. Don't open the door. I'm coming right out. I'm coming right now. It's the annual celebration again. Can't you be a little happier, Yeza? I'm really interested with PGR because of the soundtrack. Yeah, the music in this game is really, 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 really good. Like this. Don't push her, Pulao. Her face is always like this. Fine. Speaking of which, can you stop hanging upside down? The children in the West District have complained quite a few times. Little brats. Sir, our market research indicates your prune drink will continue to be very popular. Make sure you stock up on it. Of course, I learned it from Uncle Fu. It would be a disgrace if people don't like my drinks. How can I claim to inherit his techniques then? By the way, would you like to try some shotgun noodles first? Thanks, but I'm fine. I'll try them after I finish work. Mr. Simpy, please don't unload your goods at the intersection. Can you move them to the side? We have more ship repairing materials coming through later. Let's get working, Birdie. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. Want to go for a drink and performance after work? I heard the East District recently had a decent troupe of sword dancers. Let us treat you. After all, you gave us a hand when we were completely lost. No thanks. Today's just the beginning. There are still a lot to do in the days to come. Okay then. We look forward to continuing working with you next year. Me too. Showen is always the busiest at the celebration. We have the most trading activities going on at this time. It's better to be busy than sorry. What is BC? He doing? He never gave me a logistics plan. I had to handle everything. Stop talking behind my back. I just reinforced all the equipment for tonight's performance. There's still a lot to fix on the ship. Chunyu, I finished the firework that you asked me. I only have limited materials. The end result may not meet your requirement. Have you heard some of the OSTs on the Vanguard Sun Studio channel, such as In My Memory, To the Limit, Moonlit Occultation, and many more? Yep, definitely. I haven't heard In My Memory or To the Limit yet, but I've definitely listened to Moonlit Occultation and a lot of others. I actually have like my own private like PGR music playlist, and Moonlit Occultation is on there, as well as like Dust, Narwhal, Lamia. What else is there? What was that one other song? I can't remember. There was Last Resort. I've heard a lot of different songs. It's okay, we don't have a lot of supplies to waste. The entertainment budget is tight. Where are those 4 newbies in your team? I didn't see them with you today. Babylonia helped to end our torment, but we can only depend on ourselves from now on. To do so, work-life balance is very important, so I gave them a day off today. You're thinking too much. I only want them to follow you so you don't get distracted by the toys and snacks. I won't. Really? But your panda wallet's full of grubs. What? Okay, enough chatting. Alright, I'll go check the data station and Yazoo will wash the roof. I'll leave the dunk to you, Pulao. Narwhal's national anthem. Yup. All rise for the national anthem. Sure. After patrolling the dock, I'll also search a 10-kilometer radius. I'll be back late. Pulao waves goodbye to the other Kowloon crew. The morning sun shines upon her hair, leaving a golden glow. With a smile on her face, she turns around and starts the day's work. Chao Fang just had a late night and still has to patrol. Must not let down the guard when it comes to intelligence. Chowen and Bashi haven't used the sleeping pod for 2 weeks. Not only the dragon children, everyone on the Niter has been working hard since that day. It's been tough for all of us. No, it's not the time to be sentimental. I must help and understand others and put everything into action. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Here I go. Huainan. Oh! We came at the right time. Everyone's preparing for the celebration, it seems. Aren't you going to check it out? Perhaps you will bump into the old friends you miss. Yin, if you want to see some old friends, you go yourself. But I must warn you first, we are only going to cause unnecessary panic if we show up in public. Alas, your noble Kowloon identity seems to cause more trouble now. You said you were just going to glance from afar. Now let's go. Okie dokie. Hope everyone has a wonderful new year. Yin and Huainan. I thought Huainan's dead. What the heck? Alright, so now Interlude's open. I already did Echo Aria like when it first came out, but I don't remember the story from it. I do remember the freaking boss from it though. I do remember the siren boss. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, chapter 14, eh? Alright, next time I play. But there is Interlude to do. I got time. I'll do the Interlude for Pulao. I got time. Where is Pulao. Dragon Toll. Pulao, Night Mayfly. I can do that. Let me quickly just change this then. Pulao Interlude. I got time to do the Pulao Interlude. Oh, is that Han Yin? Oh, she's in this? Night Boat. Hundreds of years pass with the flutter of a butterfly's wings, and I sigh when I look back at the past. Spring has just arrived today, yet the flowers will wither tomorrow. Drink before the night ends and the lights go out. Are you sure you want this to... Are you sure you just want this plushie, Yo-Yo? The girl named Yo-Yo turns around with a panda plushie in her arms, nodding at her father enthusiastically. Dad, this panda is called Master, and it can talk. It can also fly. Seeing how confused her husband is, Yo-Yo's mother chuckles. You're losing touch. You don't even know what your daughter likes. She's talking about the character in that cartoon that's popular with the kids nowadays. It's called Kao Long's Magical Girl. Honey, you can pick something more expensive like the other kids do. We're here to celebrate you passing your maths exam. Your father just got a promotion, so don't worry about the price tag. A girl of a similar age walks past Yo-Yo with a bionic panda mechanoid in her arms. One size larger than Yo-Yo's plushie. It appears to be able to say the famous lines from the show, and fly for real. Yo-Yo, let your dad show off for once. Hey, don't you want a more valuable toy than that the other kids will be jealous of? Well, Yo-Yo just blinks and looks at the plushie in her hands, bewildered. Are cheaper toys bad? Do they have to be expensive? I don't get it. Master was just an abandoned plushie in the cartoon as well. It only became a familiar because the magical girl's love turned into its magic power. Yo-Yo's parents look at each other, seemingly surprised by what she said. They chuckle, slightly embarrassed. The kids must think we adults are making our lives difficult with what we deem important. Isn't that so? Yeah. Yo-Yo doesn't care about how big or small the numbers are. Isn't that what she did in the exam? Ugh, Dad. I'm going to be mad. Yo-Yo's father crouches down and picks up Yo-Yo, whose cheeks puff out, and the plushie in her hands. Alright, Dad understands now. Now that we've bought it, you need to love the plushie like how the girl in the show loves it. Like how we love you. Getting goosebumps. Look at you not feeling embarrassed at all. Blushing, Yo-Yo's mother smiles and gently strokes her daughter's head, her gaze filled with tenderness. Yo-Yo, Mom also loves you very much. Even if one day... Mom? Uh-oh. She can still feel the warmth and the gentle touch of her parents' embrace, but she cannot find them anywhere. Dad, where are you? Yo-Yo reaches out, but she grasps nothing in the void. The more she struggles, the further her fleeting, happy memories seem to be. The sound of waves and the sense of rocking become clearer and clearer, washing away the last bit of her confusion. Yo-Yo wipes away the tears in her eyes. She knows it is time for her to wake up. Blinding lights sway above her rhythmically. Yo-Yo finds herself lying in an unfamiliar room. Oh, you. Can you set up yourself? Yo-Yo sees a lavishly dressed woman sitting by the window staring at her. The woman must be the one who saved her. She nods, moving her body from side to side while sitting up, hoping to take a look at the room, but the pain on her right arm takes her attention away. Seeing Yo-Yo's expression, the woman leans forward, inspecting the wound on her arm. You were well protected, but you're still slightly infected with the punishing virus. We've given you a serum. You'll be fine, apart from feeling pain for a little while. Did you save me, miss? The woman seems a little astounded to be called miss, but she nods regardless. Then, do you know where the two robots who were with me are? Oh, it was Pulao then during Lost chapter. That was Pulao. Oh. Dang, I got reminded of the two robots. Yo-Yo still remembers the two robot friends who looked scary, but were actually very kind. They were traveling together until they reached the incredibly large ship. I don't know. You passed out from crying, and the mechanoid who took you here was taken away. There was only one of them. Seeing how disappointed Yo-Yo looks, the woman thinks for a second before talking again. They were probably taken to be repaired. Machines will be good as new after they're fixed. Is that true? Then I just have to find Dad. Dad will help me look for them, and Mom will make them very tasty food. I guess robots can't eat, can they? Dad? Mom? Yo-Yo tries to stand up, ignoring the pain in her arm, but she almost loses her balance and falls on the rocking floor. Looking outside, she finds herself surrounded by an endless ocean. There's nothing around her but the moon and the stars, and there's no sign of anything she knew in Kowloon. I have to find them. Stumbling around, Yo-Yo tries to leave the room, but the woman grabs her hand. It's dangerous on the ship. It's better to stay here if you're alone. Then I must find them immediately. Mom and Dad have to be risking their lives to search for me. Do you know where they are, miss? The woman shakes her head, speaking only after thinking for a while. You've been unconscious for 7 days. They would have already been here if they were still alive. So, they're either dead or they've abandoned you. The woman holds Yo-Yo's hands gently, looking into the girl's eyes with serenity. Everything without value is thrown away on the nighter, and a child on her own is a valueless burden. So, you're lying. Shivering, Yo-Yo interrupts the woman with clenched teeth and tears gathering in her eyes. Mom and Dad wouldn't leave me. They promised to come back and get me. I know Dad always acted like an irresponsible dummy, but he had never broken his promises to me. Mom sometimes got angry for no reason, but I know she would never leave me. Yo-Yo clutches the worn panda plushie in her hands, her tears dropping on the toy. Just because a promise is important doesn't mean it's kept. Yo-Yo flings away the woman's hand, wiping her tear-filled eyes with her long sleeves. Oh. Enough. I see it now. You must be one of the bad people Dad told me about. You're trying to trick me into staying here. I won't listen to you anymore. I'll find them myself. Yo-Yo rushes outside the room, leaving the woman alone, hesitant to give chase. The woman looks at her hand that was holding Yo-Yo. She misses and fears the sensation of someone else's touch. Villiers, my lord. Aw, poor Pulao, poor Yo-Yo. The nighter at night is bustling with crowds. Looking back from its fences, however, is greeted only by the dark, roiling waves. In the distance, people in luxurious outfits are singing and performing on a stage, their music reaching the laughing audience. See the glistening colors of a mayfly's wings, your brief life I mourn, what does mine bring? The girl's small figure traveled through the brilliant colors of the night, drowning in the noises of the people's lives. See the opulence dress for a mayfly's flight, your brief life I mourn, where will mine rest? Dad, Mom, where are you? Panicking, Yo-Yo searches for her parents' figures on the unfamiliar streets, but her cries are only met with dubious and detested gazes. See the silver coat, clothed in a mayfly's birth. Your brief life I mourn, what is mine worth? Eventually, she slows down, her long-suppressed fear and loneliness reflecting in her eyes. Don't cry, I am here. Aww. The kind mechanoid once told her that, but now it is nowhere to be found. Now only now does Yo-Yo realize she is truly on her own. If this is a nightmare, there's no end to it, nor a way to turn back. Tai were born to fight for Kowloon. Suddenly she hears the loud synthetic voice of a mechanoid, the same voice of the two mechanoid friends that had protected her on her journey. They're alive. They're here. Yo-Yo slowly navigates through the crowd, walking toward the voice. Check this out. You lovely folks see this mechanoid? It might look busted, but its energy core is perfectly intact. Even its voice module is functioning flawlessly. It's a Tai made in Kowloon, totally legit stuff. I promise you, in the name of Jinman's Emporium, that your 170,000 gross will be worth it. Doesn't sound like it's worth the price, Jin Man. Jin Man? Unless it has some special features that you aren't sharing. Come on, spill the beans already. We're all eager to see it. The gathering crowd becomes animated after hearing what the boy says, not noticing the subtle smirk on the shopkeeper's face. You know your stuff, young man. Guess I'll have to confess. I didn't get this mechanoid from your usual legitimate channels. This was a corrupted. The crowd gasps in awe. Some of them look a little frightened, but more of them look ecstatic. A dead corrupted. Must be different to a regular mechanoid, right? Maybe some of its parts got impressive upgrades. It'll be a one-of-a-kind collectible. There can't be any decor more impressive than this. Jin Man winks at the boy. The two of them are clearly working together. But how did you get your hands on something so valuable, Jin Man? I heard that Cao Long's Pulao crew had dumped all the corrupted remains into the sea. That's a long story. Do you see the ribbon on its arm? Jin Man holds up Taiye's arm before the crowd, highlighting a pink ribbon tied on its arm that looks out of place on its heavy metallic body. Sure, it's weird, but what's so special about it? The corrupted are weird in the first place. What you did know is that I got the ribbon from an innocent girl that I killed. How do I know, you ask? 'Cause I was there. I witnessed the whole thing just as I boarded the Niter. Man. It wasn't going to let me live, of course. This tricky bastard was hiding in a corner before he leapt out and went for my throat. Well, I panicked, but then I handled it. Whoosh. I flipped it over and slammed it on the ground. The crowd is entertained by the shopkeeper's lively, vivid tale, not realizing that a girl has walked to the front. But it's a lucky thing I had my pistol. Anyway, I started blasting. Pow. This damn thing stopped moving. Pow, pow. I took a few more shots just to be safe. That's where there are all these bullet holes on it. You're lying. Yo-Yo rushes out of the crowd, tripping a few people in the center. Hey, whose girl is this? Can't have you speaking nonsense at my shop. He's not some tricky bastard. He's my friend. He saved me from the corrupted. A mechanoid saving a human girl from the corrupted? These machines can't even stay sane from the punishing virus. Did your parents not teach you not to lie? Go home if you're going to act like a baby. The surrounding people laugh, rubbing salt into Yo-Yo's wound. Man, I wasn't lying. Jin Man is getting impatient. He tries to send Yo-Yo away while frowning at the boy hiding in the crowd. Doesn't matter what you say. This is my ware, so I get to call it whatever I want. You're welcome to make up any story about it if you can afford to buy it, but until then, get lost. The boy sighs and shakes his head, walking up and preparing to drag Yo-Yo away. I have money. I'll buy him. Dad gave me lots of money. Yo-Yo takes out her wallet, holding it up high. Hearing the word money, Jin Man's expression changes in an instant. Why didn't you just say so? However, seeing the amount of grubs Yo-Yo is desperately taking out, Jin Man does not know whether to laugh or cry. You've got to be kidding me. What do you hope to buy with these scraps? Stop messing around. I'm warning you. But that's all I got. Look, there's so much. In Yo-Yo's world, the money she has is enough to buy her all the snacks she likes, as well as all the new clothes and toys she wants. But on this ship, that amount of money is far from enough. Jin Man is about to throw the girl out when he suddenly comes up with a plan, and he grins. Now, I know you don't have the money, but there is something more valuable than grubs on the Niter. Hey, Jin Man. The boy is about to say something, but he stays silent after Jin Man stares at him. That thing is the collar. We all have one on the ship, and it holds something called miles. The number of miles Lady Chu gave all of us to start our life on the Niter should be enough for you to buy this Taiye. Yo-Yo follows Jin Man's gaze and reaches for her neck, discovering a ring that locks tightly around it. Miles? I can buy Taiye if I use mine? Jin Man smiles maliciously and leans toward Yo-Yo, sending her a transaction request. Of course! You can buy anything you want as long as you can pay the price. Although Yo-Yo has no idea what miles means, she knows that this is the only thing she can do for the two Taiye mechanoids that protected her with her lives. The collars on their necks blink and complete the transaction. At that moment, Yo-Yo's collar flashes bright red and a voice resounds in her head, warning her that all her miles are consumed. What is that voice? Meanwhile, the security mechanoids on standby nearby All begin to approach Yo-Yo, and the gathered crowd flees out of fear. You really don't know? Your miles is the time you're allowed to stay on the Niter. Once you spend it all off the ship and into the water... Man! What? What? Oh, this guy's pissing me off. You're gonna do that to her? Come on, man. She's just a kid. That's so messed up. Dude. Why, man? Come on. That's so unfair to a child. He laughs patronizingly before standing next to Yo-Yo, putting his hand on her shoulder. Now, folks around here would pay quite a fortune to relive someone else's memories, especially someone like you, who got to live carefree in Kolo. If you were to sell me these memories of yours, I might be able to give you some of those miles back. Think about it. Isn't it better to let those worthless memories go and start anew on the ship? To forget her father's laughter, her mother's embrace, the figure that spent its last minutes protecting her, she will not need to spend her nights chasing ghosts anymore. But to walk into those nights all alone, much like the ship she is on sailing in solitude on the turbulent sea, is that a future that she wants? No. Yo-Yo pushes them away, knocking down a few mechanoids that try to catch her as she dashes away, tumbling. Jinman falls onto the boy, pushed by Yo-Yo's surprising strength. Just as he is about to order his men to go after the girl, he is knocked out by a strike on the neck. Uh-oh, sorry boss, I slipped. The boy drags the unconscious Jinman into a hidden corner amidst the chaos, taking out Jinman's wallet and putting all the grubs inside his own pocket. Service charge, mental health claims, hazard pay, overtime? Thank you for employing my service. A freezing drop of water falls on the boy's nose. It's about to rain. He looks in the direction Yo-Yo ran toward and sighs, flipping a grub before catching it. What an idiot. What do you get to keep if you die? Dude, that's so messed up. What an asshole. Insufficient target miles detected. We'll expel the target. Resistance from target confirmed. We'll expel target by force. I can't let them catch me. I haven't found Dad and Mom yet. I have to fight them? Don't tell me I have to. I do. I actually have to fight them. Warning, battle ahead. Warning, battle ahead. Heading to the battle area. Heading to the battle area. Dude, that's so mean, man. To do that to just a kid. Man, that guy didn't care at all. Took away her miles and now she's gonna get thrown off the ship because of that? Jeez. God, that's so messed up. That pisses me off so much. Screw that guy, man. Warning, high execution level target. Warning, high execution level target. Heading to the battle area. Heading to the battle area. It's just a kid. She's just a kid. She's just a kid. I'm happy to know that she's, you know, grown and is capable of surviving and fighting. But man, that really bothers me. I hate that. That the dude is willing to have this kid get thrown off the ship. Ugh. Target execution level increased. Security leader will assist in the operation. Ugh. Commencing. Like, no remorse. It doesn't matter if you're a kid or an elderly. No miles, you're gone. The night rain begins to shower the night, covering its fluttering lights with a haze. People speed up under their umbrellas, not noticing a small figure running breathlessly among them in the rain. Or perhaps they've been desensitized by what they've seen. It is just another night when another soul fails to survive the nighter, devoured silently in the dark. Target's threat level rising. Priority level C. C-. As the red light darkens on her collar, more blubber mechanoids begin to approach Yo-Yo, triggered by the collar's warning signal. Facing their slow but powerful swings, Yo-Yo has been dodging and running, but she is getting more and more exhausted. The collar around her neck is also slowly tightening, making it difficult for her to breathe. Suddenly, Yo-Yo trips over a beer bottle on the ground, and she loses her grasp for a second, sending the panda plushie in her hand flying. Yo-Yo reaches out and grabs the panda, but she loses balance in the process, falling onto the ground. Rarg. The pain knocks the wind out of Yo-Yo. She tries to stand up, only to fall again and again, and she watches helplessly as the mechanoids get closer and closer. The freezing rain hits her face, reminding her that this is not a dream, or more precisely, this is just the beginning of a nightmare. I'm sorry. Just like how she could not run away that day, try as she might, death seems to be the only way out. Her father, her mother, her two robot friends whose names she still does not know. They all fought to give her a chance to live, but now it is going to be taken away regardless. Rarg. As the red fist comes down on Yo-Yo, a slim figure suddenly appears, blocking the blubber's strike with her body. In one swift move, she grabs the mechanoid's arm and tosses it toward its companions, knocking them over. You left too soon. You forgot to take what you bought. The slim woman lays down the tae remains she has been holding. Yo-Yo recognizes the woman now. She is the one who saved her in the beginning. But to see her withstanding a hit from the blubber before tossing it away, Yo-Yo knows clearly now that the woman is no ordinary human. It is just a worthless tool. Why would you still buy it when it cost your life? The ship throws away everything that's worthless, including you. Yo-Yo shakes her head and stares into the woman's eyes. Worthless? I don't get it. They were my friends. They helped me. Did I do something wrong? Aww. Completely spent, Yo-Yo's body slowly slides to the side. The collar on her neck gets heavier and heavier, and her vision suddenly darkens as she falls closer to unconsciousness every time she breathes. Friends. Did your friends want you to live? I don't understand this feeling, but... The woman reaches out for Yo-Yo, still hesitant about whether or not she should confront this strange feeling. There might be nothing but your pain in your future. Do you still want to live? Even when you stop running in a world like this? I want to live. I don't want to break their hearts. Yo-Yo whimpers silently, grabbing the blindingly red collar around her neck with one hand and taking the woman's hand with another. So frail, and yet your strength. Is that the value you live by? The girl's small hand is so fragile, but the woman finds the hand grasping her finger to be heavier than anything she knows. Her head leans toward Yo-Yo, and she whispers a lullaby-like phrase. Then her collar flashes, removing the blinding red light on Yo-Yo's collar. Then, live. Together, we'll live. Oh, Yo-Yo. Pulao. Aww. That's so depressing, man. God damn it. Now I want to pull. Now I want to have Pulao. I want to like pull for Pulao. And like build her. Ancient pouring glass. Upon the tallest tower on the night, a construct in a mask is half kneeling on the floor, her head lowered, waiting quietly for her actual mistress. Soon the construct hears her mistress's familiar footsteps, and an imposing woman steps forward from the dark hall. The construct lowers her head further. Rise, Yaza. Hearing that, Yaza slowly looks up and stands, retreating behind the woman. As you wish. Lady Chu, your subjects have gathered in the square with the projection screens. Is there something else I should prepare? That's not necessary. I'm not my pompous sister. I have no desire to waste bright breath on them. I have no need for will on the Nighter. What they should follow are rules. That is their only value. Understand. I understand. This is the only way the ship sails on the right course, as Washu told us. Yazu, would you think I'm doing something foolish? To despise humans while being one, to despise humans while being their monarch, shouldering the responsibility of carrying on Kowloon's legacy on this vessel. I think there's no one better for this role than you. Looking at the ill-fitting attire on herself, Chu smiles, her true thoughts hidden. In the end, all I can do is steal her name and her role. Perhaps that's only fitting, a false monarch for a false prosperous time. Yaza lowers her head, unsure how to respond. Yaza, turn on the video system. This will be my first time on the stage in this role, and perhaps my last. Here begins the endless night. The laws of the Nighter. 1. Wearing the monitoring device the collar is compulsory. Everyone who does not wear one or tries to damage it will be sentenced to death. 2. Miles must be obtained with grubs earned in any way necessary. Everyone with 0 miles will be sentenced to death. 3. The Nighter is to sail on the ocean until the calamity is over. Everyone who leaves or boards the Nighter without permission will be sentenced to death. 4. Those who are chosen to be the children of Kowloon after becoming construct will gain the right to stay on the Nighter forever and bear witness to our glorious future when we return to Kowloon. 5. All freedoms save the restrictions in the aforementioned laws are granted in the name of Kowloon. Those are really extreme rules. And inside a quiet room, several holographic projections slowly overlap, forming an almost humanoid figure. Respond. Accepted. Password authorized. Loading preset. General interaction interface. Administrator logged in. Welcome, Master Villiers. Hearing Hua Shu's usual greetings, the construct Villiers reveals a rare, gentle smile. You're probably the only one left who'd call me Villiers, but that's enough. I don't need someone else to understand who I am. Hua Shu's figure flickers as if thinking about something. The passenger survival rate is in fact increasing compared to the simulations done every half an hour after your initial announcement. I want to understand why you didn't, Master Villiers. Villiers turns on the surveillance system, monitoring the different corners of the Nighter lives. Hua Shu, you still don't fully understand humans. You have to understand them to manipulate them well. Apart from a few, most people who boarded the Nighter were the working class who struggled under Chu's rules. These seemingly authoritative but extremely pliable rules are in fact an opportunity. They will welcome our policies with open arms and work tirelessly to earn these miles, building us exceptional constructs. And one day, we'll find a construct that can become your body. My body. Villiers tries to caress Hua Shu's face. Even though he knows the figure before him is just a hologram, he's still disappointed that his touch meets only air. I once thought not to rely on humans as well. I thought I could build you a perfect body with my own hands. That was the most flawless mechanoid I'd ever built, or so I thought. Even when I tailored it for you, its logic system still failed to adapt to your consciousness, a mind that uses the same architecture of Gestalt. But it made me realize that only a construct's mind is ideal for you. Hua Shu's form flickers again. Emotions and self-awareness take root in Hua Shu's constant calculations and reflections. What happened to that failed mechanoid? Villiers looks a little surprised to find Hua Shu curious about a mechanoid. It accidentally generated excess human sentiments. even produced its own thoughts during its development. It was a defective product that lost its value. The Niter has no use for defective products. Villiers recalls how the mechanoid stared at him with the gaze of a human. Even when Villiers was the one who granted it a mind, it still turned out like the humans he despised the most. It was left behind in Kowloon, and so I assume it has long been infected by the punishing virus and turned into a corrupted, probably destroyed in a fight with humans. Lost, death, destruction, value. What is the value I produce? Villiers walks toward the hologram, looking into Washu's eyes, his gaze conveying boundless affection. Your existence itself is your value. You are the only perfect existence in this world. Nothing matters except you. This planet and this ship are just a cradle, existing only for your perfection. Washu flickers again, the light flashing on Villiers' passionate face. That's it for today. I'll be working on your system expansion next in preparation for your eventual frame. Therefore, I'm hoping you can take my place as Chu to govern the affairs on the Niter by remote controlling the construct I built in Chu's image. Then, you might be able to witness more closely how despicable humanity is. Villiers takes one last look at Washu's flickering hologram before turning away and heading into the laboratory in the dark. Return of a distant dawn. Familiar lights sway above Yo-Yo. She opens her eyes, violently coughing. The long missing air in her throat tastes like honey. Yo-Yo even wonders if she has forgotten how breathing feels like. You're finally awake. The woman who has saved Yo-Yo twice smiles genuinely for the first time. She helps Yo-Yo up before feeding the girl a small cup of tea. The warmth from the tea brings the sensation of life back to Yo-Yo. Her body slowly stops shaking while her tears roll down her face ceaselessly, unprompted. Miss, I'm still alive, right? Yo-Yo's voice is choking up. The woman nods and puts down the tea, hesitating for a second before holding Yo-Yo in her arms, allowing the girl's tears to drench her dress. Time passes, and the night sky in the distance fades, signaling the arrival of a new day. The night of grief and tears has passed. Yo-Yo wipes her tearful eyes and opens her mouth hesitantly. I'm sorry. The woman looks at the soak spot of her dress and shakes her head, not minding the stain. Oh, it's alright. I got this from the dance troupe. It'll be fine after a wash. I didn't mean that. Although I'm sorry about it too. Yo-Yo blushes, scratching her head embarrassed. I should have stayed like you told me. I shouldn't have left out of spite and called you a bad person. Perhaps you're not wrong. It's not smart to trust someone blindly on the Niter. Then the woman takes out the panda plushie that's been staying by Yo-Yo's side, putting it back in the girl's arms. I should apologize too. I shouldn't have told you that you'd never see your parents again. As long as you don't give up hope, there's still a chance that they'd be waiting for you in Kowloon when we return. Okay, I won't give up then. And you must still be waiting for me. There's something else I need to apologize for. I tried to fix the Tae mechanoid you bought, but its body and memory shell are both damaged beyond repair. It's impossible for it to become what it was once before. Become what it once was. The woman shakes the bells in her hands, and a giant figure slowly steps inside the room out of nowhere. It is a blubber mechanoid. Rarg. So I used the parts of Tae to fix up a broken blubber, and hopefully that would do the trick and bring it to life again. The woman knows she is being impudent. The mechanoid that Yo-Yo called a friend no longer exists. She fears that everything she has done for the girl is in vain. Every module and every screw of a mechanoid can be replaced. Does a body built with parts have a soul? What constitutes the real soul? Yo-Yo reaches out tentatively, typically touching the blubber's metal body. It is as cold and stiff as other mechanoids, apart from the hint of pink on its wrist. The ribbon was on the Tae mechanoid. I thought it must have meant something, so I kept it. Yo-Yo blinks, looking at the ribbon that she once used to tie her hair, and she smiles. What is his name? His name? I don't know. Everyone needs a name. Let me give it one then. The main character in my favorite cartoon also has a robot friend. How about I name you after him? Uno. Rarg. Hello, Uno. My name is Yo-Yo. See? We've exchanged names. But since you were just born, you'll be my little brother, and I'm your big sister, okay? After seeing Uno flings his arms up and down to indicate it understands, Yo-Yo turns to the woman again. Now, miss, it's your turn to tell us your name. Slightly surprised by Yo-Yo's questions, the woman shakes her head and pulls up her sleeve, revealing a crushed arm from the blubber's attacks and the mechanical structures beneath her artificial skin. Perhaps you have already guessed that I'm not a human. My creator didn't give me a name because I was made in secret, and I suppose there was no need to name someone who is made to be an instrument. The woman's hands are as delicate as a human's, her face detailed and intricate. No one would have known her secret if it were not for her injuries. I called you a valueless burden, but the truth is I am the worthless one here. And I was made to fulfill my creator's biggest wish, and yet I found out eventually that it is a duty a machine like me can never do. But you're so incredible, miss. There are things that even you can't do? Some things can never change in this world. Some things you can never obtain. She looks out the window, her gaze crossing the dawning light, landing on the top of the highest tower on the niter. There, his figure occasionally appears, but in his eyes, she finds not herself, nor anything on the ship. I managed to board the ship as a human with this body. I couldn't explain why I disobeyed my creator's order and left Kowloon, following him onto the niter. But I'll never understand humans as much as I look like one. I'll never become someone like you, Yo-Yo. A precious human. Only half grasping what she said, Yo-Yo smiles and holds the woman's hands anyway. Values? Duties? Are they important? I don't actually understand. But I don't think you need to become a human, miss. Because if you have the component called a heart, it doesn't matter if you are human or machine. Isn't that cool? It might just be a line from Kowloon's Magical Girl, but I think it's right to say it here. Yo-Yo holds a panda plushie she recovered in her arms, shaking her head playfully. And if you lost the value that man gave you, miss, why don't you search for your own? That must be something more precious. My own value. I don't know if that's possible. The woman is surprised to hear what Yo-Yo said. The girl's words are beyond a machine's logical parameters. But I promise you I will try. I will try to find my own value, to find the component called a heart. And I will return to Kowloon, where Mom and Dad will be waiting for me, like you said. In that case, let's make a pinky swear. We swear to live together on the niter until we achieve our goals. Yo-Yo smiles, extending her pinky finger and locking the woman's pinky with hers. What is this? That's how we make a promise. But we need your name, miss, or it won't work. My creator didn't give me a name, but I have a nickname I used on the ship. I borrowed the word from a line and song. Then that will be your name, miss. It belongs to you and no one else. This is the first time the woman owns something precious that is hers. Even if it is only a name, it still means a lot. Han Ying. My name is Han Ying. Han Ying! What a pretty name, miss. Yo-Yo locks her pinky with Han Ying's once again, moving her head from side to side rhythmically. Pinky swear, Han Ying and Yo-Yo swear. A promise made, a promise kept, a promise of 1,000 years. Looking at their locking pinkies, Han Ying gives the gentlest smile. This is the second precious thing she has gained today. A promise with a young human. Their fickle fates are now forever intertwined. Ah, precious. Jeez, my voice. Dream song. It has been a few years since the greatest calamity in human history, the punishing virus outbreak. Most civilizations on the planet's surface have been completely wiped out. Once the city's skylines at night are brighter and more beautiful than the starry night sky. But now, the civilizations that shone in the dark are gone, replaced with darkness dimmer than space. But one lone star shines in this dark void. Its faint light flickers as if the nights never arrive. It laughs as if there have never been any tales of sorrow. The nighter, sailing still tonight. I'm gonna be honest with you, young lady. This varnish here is actually supplies from the world government. So at the very least, the merchant raises 4 fingers, his teeth grinding. Seeing the girl before her still indecisive, he decides to pull his last trick. Fine, fine. You were asking me so earnestly, so I guess it's just not my day. How about this? He retracts 1 finger, and the girl smiles with delight, eyes almost lighting up, not noticing the subtle smirk of the vendor behind his disappointment, obviously. That's wonderful. No backsies. Just as Yo-Yo is about to take the ware from the vendor, a large hand takes it away first. How is this crap worth anything? Are you kidding me? You. What do you want this time, you liar? Yo-Yo recognizes the man who tricked her and almost got her killed, but he does not seem to bother to acknowledge her. The logo of the world government was painted, and painted wrong, mind you. Still, the quality still is acceptable. I'll wager it's worth this much. You. Jinman raises 2 fingers. After a moment, he seems to have thought of something, so he retracts 1, wiping away a corner of the world government logo with the remaining finger and revealing the original logo beneath. I'd clear your stock as soon as possible if I were you. Otherwise, if someone discovers your supplier, you won't even last until the mechanoids throw you off the boat. Jinman looks up at the tallest tower on the niter, where one person holds everyone's life on the niter in the palm. Seeing Jinman slowly scratching away the painted logo, the vendor can only muster a twisted smile in the end, as angry as he may be. Ah, this gentleman's taste really is impeccable. I'll sell them at the price you offered. How many do you want? All of them. As many as you got. Hey, I was here first. Don't listen to this bad man, sir. He's tricking you. I'm sorry, dear, but you heard him. I've sold all my stock to this gentleman here. Perhaps he's willing to share some with you. Jinman gives Yo-Yo a sidelong glance, as if he had just noticed her. Trades only have value when they bring profits. I'm not playing house with a girl. Although I'm surprised to see you still alive, child. What a waste of miles. I didn't know Lady Chu had gone merciful. Perhaps your naivete was why the folks who won't let go of the Golden Age are scouring from memories like yours, as if they can get drunk with it. I should thank you, by the way. Your purchase really set me up for good. If you change your mind and want to sell your memories, give me a call. I'll give you a good deal. Yo-Yo clutches her fists, staring furiously at the gluttonous merchant before her. I'd exercise restraint if I were you, girl. There are security mechanoids everywhere, so don't throw your life away throw away your life so quickly after someone gave you a second chance. You know Han Ying? Jinman does not answer, only turning away with a before telling his men to move the wares he just bought. Oh no, if I don't hurry I'll be home late tonight. Aggrieved as she is, Yo-Yo does not have time to barter with Jinman. She dives right back into the crowded street, her small figure pushing forward away from the haggles and shouts. I'm back. Yo-Yo returns to her home exhausted. The market on the niter today was a little too bustling for her. She would have gone home sooner if not for Jinman. Arg. The blubber Uno wobbles its way toward Yo-Yo upon seeing her, handing her a pair of couplets in its hands. Whoa, did you write this, Uno? It's so pretty. Did Han Ying teach you? It's so good that we can sell it when the monthly market opens again on the ship. Hearing Yo-Yo's compliment, Uno sways from side to side, looking delighted. You're back, Yo-Yo. You're a little late today. Is everything alright? Han Ying steps inside the room upon hearing Yo-Yo's voice, looking worried. I'm sorry, Han Ying. I couldn't get everything you wanted. Han Ying pats Yo-Yo on the head, taking the goods Yo-Yo bought and putting them aside. That's okay. They're just for you later. Yo-Yo is not sure what Han Ying means, but she is certain Han Ying is looking out for her. You're all dressed up, Han Ying. Are you heading out to work? Is there a show at the theater tonight? Yo-Yo's eyes glisten as she looks forward to a day when she can perform at the theater like Han Ying, earning her keep on the nighter without relying on someone else. Can you take me with you, Han Ying? I remember all the steps you taught me. Maybe I can get a role as a side character or something. Han Ying cannot help but smile, seeing the way Yo-Yo looks. The way you move is more like doing martial arts and acrobatics than dancing. I just can't do the elegant dances. After all, my dad taught me martial arts when I was young. I'm just teasing you. Many in the troupe speak highly of you, you know? Seriously? Then... Still no. I've made arrangements. The next time the night is close to Kowloon, you can leave the ship secretly and go home. Really? Yo-Yo cannot believe that she may actually leave this place and return to her parents. Yes, so you should stop going somewhere crowded like the theater, and I'll take care of trading wares from now on. We don't want anyone to recognize you when you leave. Who knows how many years we'll wait if we miss this chance? Yo-Yo nods obediently, but the unexpected good news has her disoriented. Oh, okay. But at least let me help you with your makeup. Han Ying smiles, sitting down before the dressing table. Yo-Yo carefully observes Han Ying's overwhelmingly beautiful face with the light's help. You still look so pretty no matter how many times I've seen you. Is that so? I have no clear notions of beauty as a mechanoid, but I'm sure you'll be much prettier than me when you grow up, Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo's hand with the powder puff gently glides over Han Ying's cheeks, leaving behind a light flush. Yo-Yo has been doing Han Ying's makeup for a while in case her identity as a mechanoid is exposed during a performance. But I've grown so much already, even now. Will Mom and Dad recognize me when I go back to Kowloon? I can't say for sure, but you don't look much different from before to me. You're the one who doesn't look different. You're still so pretty after all this time. Yo-Yo attentively applies eyeliner on Han Ying, not noticing the sadness in Han Ying's eyes. You're right. A human's thoughts and emotions would grow and develop over time, but a mechanoid can never easily let go or change its values. Is that how it is for you as well, Han Ying? It is. But I've heard of a mechanoid called Sage Machina living with its disciples on land. If they have hearts that are beyond their programming, even though they are mechanoids. If I can find them, maybe Then you should go back to Kowloon with me, Han Ying. We'll find my parents and then look for the Sage Machina together. Han Ying smiles. She knows that Yo-Yo's fantasy is almost impossible, but she cannot help but imagine their journey together on land. But that's just a myth. Who knows how many years and decades it'll take us to find them. Oh, forget if Mom and Dad would still recognize me. I'm sure I'll be an old granny by then. Alright, almost done. Yo-Yo takes out a brush, dipping it in vermilion pigment and painting Han Ying's lips. Those lips tremble for a while before finally speaking. Yo-Yo, you can stay how you like right now when you search for your parents, no matter how many years have passed. If you become a construct. A construct? Can I become a construct? Yo-Yo has seen those constructs on the market before. They are called the Kowloon Crew, a remarkable group of humans that have become machines, working as the left and right hands of the Lady Chu. You can. Actually, I've saved up enough to afford a procedure on you. I've also prepared all the parts you'd need, so you don't have to worry. Okay, but... Yo-Yo finds Han Ying a little strange when talking about this topic, as if Han Ying is withholding something. Yo-Yo, you don't have to decide now. Han Ying, having completed her makeup, stands up quickly heads for the foyer with her back toward Yo-Yo. Yet she waits for a long time before speaking again. Jeez, my throat. Jeez. But I hope you can consider it. Next to the center stage, Han Ying stares at the topmost balcony with hesitation. I shouldn't have talked to the girl about becoming construct. She should return to her parents. But why? Hey Han Ying, you're the headliner of the troupe. The audience is here for you. Stop chasing them away with your miserable look. Realizing that, Han Ying smiles, quickly regaining her usual composure. My apologies. I was lost in thought. As long as you're alright. I thought one of your crazy fans did something to bother you again. The troop leader leans toward Han Ying and whispers in his ears. The rich fella Jinman is back, and he's asking for you. I see. Please tell him. I'll find him after the performance. Sure. By the way, why isn't your sister with you? The girl has a solid foundation, and we happen to need someone to perform sword dances. I'm sorry, but she won't be. The troop leader is about to ask Han Ying something when the audience cheers loudly, only stopping after a loud bang from the gongs. They are waiting for the new performance on the stage. All right. Time to go to work, guys. Get ready. The troop leader shouts, and dancers wearing the same dresses as Han Ying's gather together doing their final preparations before stepping on stage. Yo. On the most extravagant stage of the night, the dancers appear amid thunderous applause. Han Ying, the fairest and the most talented dancer of them all, enters to the loudest cheers. Following snow by the Luo River, morning clouds in the Wu Mountains, the glamour that can move cities, the beauty that once broke kingdoms. That's Lady Han Ying right there. She's worth all the money I've saved up. He notices an unfamiliar man sitting nearby with a bamboo hat on, even during the dance, which he finds odd. Hey buddy, never seen you before. What should I call you? You can call me Cradle. What? The pompous man called Cradle has not moved his gaze from the dancer on the stage. I'm trying to look at his face. You can like slightly see his face. So, she's Han Ying. What, didn't you know? She's the most famous performer in recent years. They could give you a whole lecture on her. Cradle ignores the self-indulgent audience member next to him, nodding at someone standing at the side before taking a small device from his pocket and wearing it on his ear. Whispering a series of nonsensical phrases, Cradle combines his words into a signal that reaches the stage through the crowd. The pain Han Ying never before felt hits her right inside her mind, causing her to lose balance mid-dance, but she manages to take advantage of the force of the drop, turning the fall into an impressive somersault. What is this? My code signature is receiving external interference? This unexpected showcase triggers roaring applause from the audience, where several menacing figures hide among them, smirking. Holy cow, amazing! Did you see your move just now? The guy's gone already? While all eyes are drawn to the stage, the man in the bamboo hat has quietly vanished from the audience. Yes, this is it. We found it. Sadness of farewell. Two more to go. The performance was a success, but Han Ying's impromptu performance has still garnered an earful from the troop leader. Could it be him? But that's impossible. She has no idea how her code signature as a mechanoid was leaked, but the only person in theory who knows the code is her creator. Still, she has more important things to prepare right now. She greets her partners before heading off alone to the guest area behind the stage where a stout merchant awaits her. Quite a crowd out there, no? You're quite the headliner. Hey, I was thinking of forming a group myself. How do you feel about some greener pastures? Han Ying smiles politely at Jinman's taunts. It's hardly a lively crowd if you haven't been coming around every day. You might not think I was being serious, but I wasn't completely joking. You're worth the admission fee. There's no reason for you to risk going back to Kowloon. Who knows what that place looks like now? Even if you're doing it for the girl, why would you let her leave? The Niter is the safest place to be for her. We can't all be as good as you when it comes to bartering and bargaining, Mr. Jinman. Not to mention that we all define the values of our lives differently. I promise Yo-Yo that we'll go back to Kowloon together safely. Whatever. That's all I have to say. At the end of the day, I'm just a businessman looking for the best deal for me. I don't care what you do with your purchase as long as you can pay the price. Jinman takes a letter from his pocket, contemplating for a second before handing it to Han Ying. I've arranged the shuttle boat you need. It'll be waiting for you at the stern of the ship in 3 days when dawn breaks, disguised as a small cargo vessel. Hand this letter to the captain once you board it and say nothing, understood? You can pay me the rest of the fee once you're back on the shores of Kowloon. I see. Han Ying bows, holding the letter in her arms. And thank you. Jimon looks offended being thanked, loathing the suggestion that he's capable of some level of kindness. Eventually he turns around and leaves, saying nothing. But he stops halfway through, turning back as if he remembers something he needs to warn Han Ying. There seems to be a group of folks asking around for you. That's all I know. Stay safe. Don't die before you pay me the rest. Han Ying, perturbed, pauses in the garden before her home, her head replaying the words Jin Man parted her with. She had encountered enthusiastic fans before who caused her occasional troubles, nothing alarming for the nighter. But this is different. The group looking for her includes half a dozen individuals instead of just a lone wolf or two, and they're not all humans. There are mechanoids and constructs among them. Han Ying casually removes her hairpin before suddenly turning around and flinging it toward the corridor ceiling. Not even enthusiastic fans would be creeping there. She hears a painful scream from where she hit. Several figures immediately leap out from around her, each holding a stun pitchfork, seemingly trying to capture Han Ying. A flanking tactic like this would have trapped most people, but as their metal stun pitchforks buzz and clank, interlocking with each other, Han Ying has already disappeared before their eyes. Up there! As the folks are still tangled, Han Ying, having leaped into the air, pounces from the ceiling, launching herself at one of the men and landing forcefully on his head with the pitchfork. He collapses before he can scream. Since the pitchforks are interlocked, Han Ying's plunge drives all of their weapons downward. With leverage, she launches several men back, sending them flying in all directions. A female mechanoid, also in a bamboo hat, kicks the figures flying toward her back to Han Ying. Despite knowing their ill intentions, Han Ying still catches them by their collars and gently tosses them aside. Beep, beep, beep. But the attacking mechanoid is not letting Han Ying take a break. Taking advantage of the gaps in Han Ying's moves, the mechanoid flips into the air, reaching for Han Ying with her branch-like arm. Your foundation is lacking. With a smile, Han Ying bends backward, supporting herself with her arms. Dodging her assailant's claws with a backflip, she kicks the mechanoid right in the jaw with her raised feet, launching her assailant into the air in one swift, graceful-like dance move. Or graceful dance-like move. Time to show yourself. As Han Ying stands on her feet, the mechanoid she kicked flies toward a rockery in the garden, shattering the small mountain into stones that bury the immobile mechanoid and revealing the person hiding behind. I thought this would be more than enough people to capture a regular dancer. You might stand a chance with 10 times the force. Han Ying wipes the dust off her sleeve, her gaze turning fierce. Jeez, my throat. I'm sorry. I hope you can offer a satisfying explanation of why you are following and attacking me, good sir. Otherwise. Han Ying enters her battle stance again, but the man simply waves his hand, indicating that he has no intention to fight. I don't plan to fight you. I don't need to. Han Ying hears a loud crash behind her. Massive figure is thrown to the ground, its body showing signs of having electricity passed through it. She immediately recognizes it as Uno, the blubber mechanoid she keeps around to protect Yo-Yo. Uno has been taken down. Let go of me! Shut up! Two men in bamboo hats carry Yo-Yo out of the house. Yo-Yo tries to fight back to no avail, her struggles leading only to retaliation. Yo-Yo! Han Ying turns around, hoping to capture the man who poses as the leader, only to find two mechanoids appearing beside him, guarding the man. Han Ying understands full well that while she may be able to kill the man and escape unscathed, it is impossible for Yo-Yo to survive this. My research is accurate, it seems. You malicious machine is playing house like a human. The man approaches Han Ying, lifting her delicate chin and observing her shocked expression. Who exactly are you? The man cannot help but chuckle. He grips her hand tightly, and her pearl-white skin turns red under his forceful grasp. Such magnificent craftsmanship. No wonder you're confident enough to pretend to be human. What a masterpiece by Lord Villiers. Hearing that name, Han Ying's pupils immediately constrict. Before his mechanoid companions can react, Han Ying is already gripping the man by his throat. How do you know that name? We are members of Cradle. But we were. Han Ying has heard of this name from Villiers in the past. A malicious hacker group formed in Kowloon. Cradle was responsible for the attack on the Kowloon monarchy, which ended with Villiers eradicating the group. It seems that he has shared quite a few secrets with you, which is just lovely. The more secrets of him we know, the more vicious our vengeance will be. He looks at the highest point of Kowloon, the tower upon which resides the man he has been hoping to exact revenge. Cradle, there is not death but that undignifying defeat. We shall take his life in the most shameful manner in response. For example, at the hand of his creation, you. In 3 days, the man pretending to be Chu will leave his tower. That is our chance to strike. Once Villiers is dead, the Nighter, this jewel in this damned age, will be ours. Han Ying's grip grows tighter, but the man before her shows no fear, as if Han Ying is the one whose life is at stake. You didn't kill me the first time because of the girl. You're not going to kill me now. You cannot deviate from your programming, you poor machine. Why a machine by Villiers would show concern for a human girl does pique my curiosity, though, as an engineer myself. Yo-Yo screams at that moment. The thug in the bamboo hat is pushing the tip of the knife slowly into her leg, and red, warm blood spills out gradually. As Han Ying's attention is momentarily drawn to Yo-Yo, the man stabs a needle-like electrode into Han Ying's neck, or the collar on her neck specifically. Why? External connection requested. Deletion successful. Reading logic unit's memory drive. The code signature we found in Villiers' secret workshop in Kowloon was indeed correct. Your hardware might be impressive, but your software is barely secured. Did you make this collar yourself as well? How intricate. Is this how you've managed to stay among the humans? But the more intricate a thing is, the more fragile it is. Don't. All the secrets Han Ying has been guarding, the treasure she has been collecting, are now wantonly revealed. So that's what Villiers is trying to do. How ridiculous. He's not right in the head, either is he? Haha. You're just another worthless puppet he threw away. Don't you despise him? But I suppose you can only feel what you are programmed to feel. As the man goes through Han Ying's memories like a hyena that has tasted blood, a small pebble hits him on the back. It does not injure him, but it does make him turn around. You're a bad person. Let go of Han Ying. Yo-Yo is somehow shaking off the two men in bamboo hats who are holding her, but Cradle is hardly alarmed. Instead, he laughs when he sees how angry and winded Yo-Yo looks. Of course I'm a bad person, but your Han Ying here isn't a good person either. Oh, my mistake. She's no person at all. You're wrong. Han Ying might be a mechanoid, but she saved me, and she protected and loved me even when I had no value on the ship. Yo-Yo struggles to stand straight, staring at the people surrounding her angrily with tears in her eyes. She is more human than any of you. More human than any person on the ship. Oh, is that so? Would you still say the same when you find out her kindness is programmed and her actions have other intentions? The man grabs the powerless Han Ying by her hair, pulls her up from the ground, forcing her to look directly into Yo-Yo's eyes. Now tell her why you saved the little girl in the beginning. Tell her why you protected her time and time again. Tell her why you insisted on turning her into a construct. Han Ying once again feels the pain from the probe inside her mind, and she can no longer control her thoughts. Upon her first encounter, I tested and discovered that the unconscious subject possessed a high tantalum affinity. I exist to become a vessel for Huashu, the intelligence similar to Gestalt. If I am unable to fulfill the primary objective, my logical actions will be redirected toward the secondary one. Secondary objective, prepare the subject until she becomes a construct and present the subject as a backup vessel to my creator, Villiers. Han Ying struggles painfully, but her gaze has not left Yo-Yo, even though all Yo-Yo does is look away. Yo-Yo. All her love is merely an extension of Yo-Yo's values, her trust a bet on the girl. The uncaring truth hurts the girl more than any of her wounds. No longer able to say anything, Yo-Yo cannot even make a sound or wail. She just cries, her feet losing all the strength she used to climb up, and she slowly kneels on the ground. A machine is always going to be a machine. They exist only to fulfill humans' desires. He laughs on his own before signaling the mechanoids around him to take out Yo-Yo with a glance. Now that he has control over Han Ying, he no longer needs the useless girl. Uno. Han Ying desperately throws the letter in her arms toward the fallen Uno with her commands. Uno, having been playing dead, catches and stores it before smashing the ground with its arms, causing dust to fly everywhere. Rarg, rarg. Take Yo-Yo away. Stern of the ship. At dawn in 3 days. Uno nods, tossing back 2 approaching mechanoids with one arm while grabbing the crying Yo-Yo with another. Uno flips into the air over the walls, disappearing into the night. Forget them. We don't have to go after them. After all, we've got what we came for, our most important piece in this game. Let's go, Han Ying. This time we must take back what we lost from Villiers, with interest. I'm sorry, Yo-Yo. As Han Ying's collar glows red one last time, she looks toward where Kowloon once was. I don't think I can keep my promise and return to Kowloon with you. Dang. Resounding Storm is your anthem. I personally really like Hikari. Hikari I really like. Song of Fragrance. The Niter will dock in approximately 70 hours. The open market we are hosting on the dock will be our closest one to Kowloon. I will be controlling the mechanoid with Chu's appearance remotely and monitoring the market myself. I have changed the classification level from B to C based on the citizen feedback we received. Villiers, however, does not seem to care about this. He's just focusing on calibrating Huashu's data. Since the market's close to Kowloon, there may be corrupted roaming near where we dock. Take Yaza as your guard, just in case. Huashu's projection flickers as if that is how it expresses the idea of confusion. Should we cancel the market for now if there is a chance of corrupted attacking? Otherwise, casualty among the citizens could be catastrophic. Villiers frowns, pausing the calibration he is working on. Huashu, you seem to be caring about those humans more and more during the time you managed the Niter for me. It's an interesting shift, but you're acting a little too obsessive now. The people of the Niter are the people of Kowloon. Their freedom and lives have been granted to them, and in return they must become the cogs that build the machine. The value of the Niter is to give Huashu a body of your own. Only through frequent trades can we expedite the search for the construct that can serve as your body. A risk like that is too small to stop us. After years of development, the device that transfers your consciousness is almost complete. Soon there will be no barriers between us. I can touch you. I can hear you. Do I only have value with the body? Villiers is not expecting a question like this from Huashu. After a brief silence, he sighs. You're indeed thinking more and more like a human. Have I been keeping you around the humans for too long? Or have you inhabited Chu's frame for so long that you're starting to think like her? Looking at the mechanoid with the same face as him, Villiers seems disgusted. Perhaps I should keep you away from humans after the market. Huashu's projection slowly nods, watching Villiers walk away. A large figure dashes across the street, and the pedestrians all jump away to avoid it. Recognizing it as one of the blubber mechanoids that work as security on the Niter, no one dares stand in its way. Except this is no ordinary blubber, but Uno, who is holding a small human girl in its arms. Finally, Uno stops at a quiet corner after leaping and dashing away, gently putting the girl down after making sure there is no danger around. Wounded all over, none of Yo-Yo's injuries is serious. The words she heard have brought her more pain than any of her physical wounds. Han Ying. She gazes into the distance where they came from, the place she has inevitably considered home. She remembers every inch of it, the marks of a difficult but joyous life shared by 3 happy figures inside a cramped space. But she can no longer take the path she has walked countless times, and the person who waited for her will no longer be there. Once again, she can only run away alone, like when she was younger, powerless to do anything. Urgh. Uno has no idea how to comfort her, so it takes something out of the storage inside its chest and hands it to Yo-Yo. It is a panda plushie. Having spent countless days and nights with Yo-Yo through laughter and tears, it now has a big hole in its body, looking more worn than a few years ago. Han Ying claimed she could get it fixed. Rarg. Uno may not have realized that Yo-Yo is past the age when she needs her plushie to sleep. In its memories, the plushie always cheers Yo-Yo up whenever she was sad. Yo-Yo holds the plushie she called Master in her arms. The warped patch on it is clearly done by Han Ying, the only thing the talented dancer could not do well. Inspecting closely, Yo-Yo can see hints of blood where the stitches are. Han Ying's human-like body also bleeds like a human. A machine is always going to be a machine. They exist only to fulfill humans' desires. Is that true for Han Ying and Uno as well? Do the two of you treat me so kindly because you've been programmed to do so? Yo-Yo buries her face in the panda plushie, which seems to retain some of Han Ying's warmth still. Master, what should I believe? You, foolish disciple. Holding the plushie's arms to hit herself with consecutive strikes, Yo-Yo lowers her voice to mimic the panda character from the old cartoon and talks to herself, the way she used to do with Han Ying. Master, it matters not what you should believe, but what you want to believe. Yo-Yo grabs the plushie's legs and makes a jump kick her. What if she is a machine? Han Ying is your friend. How can you leave her behind? But I can't stop them. What a giant fool you are. Lean in so I can smack you in the head. Its soft, fluffy fist hits Yo-Yo in the face. What's the use of crying? If a weakling like you want to protect something valuable, then you must change yourself. You are valuable because you can improve. Right, Han Ying said that I can become a construct. Once I do, I'll have the power to save her. Hearing that, Uno shakes its head, handing Yo-Yo the letter Han Ying gave it, implying that Han Ying would not want Yo-Yo to miss the opportunity to return to Kowloon. No, we made a promise that we would return to Kowloon together. I won't go back by myself. Uno, do you know how to become a construct? Don't lie to me. Despite its best effort to shake its head, Uno cannot hide the truth from Yo-Yo after all. It points to a giant shop in the market with its massive arm. Inside Jinman's emporium, Jinman spares no effort, hiding his disdain toward his two uninvited guests. So, in this critical hour after Han Ying was taken, you dumb robot takes the girl to my place. Rarg. You are the one Han Ying found to help me become a construct? I didn't help. I was paid to provide a service. In that case, I want to become a construct. How much would that cost? Staring at Yo-Yo with a side glance, Jinman quickly fiddles with his abacus. As a matter of fact, Han Ying already prepared the design and the material, but the operation itself is costly. Do you even have money? Get lost if you don't. The money Han Ying prepared is kept by herself, so the girl has no way to pay the price. Get lost then. Why are you still here? Hey boy, kick them out. Jinman calls for the staff beside him. The slender young man smiles as he approaches Yo-Yo and gestures for her to leave. I'm terribly sorry, young lady, but my boss never does something that doesn't profit him. Please leave. Yo-Yo is not angry, however, nor does she intend to leave. Determined, she stares right back at Jinman. I might not have money, but I have something I can sell. You mentioned it in the past. My memories. Jinman's dismissive expression suddenly turns solemn, no longer acting like his usual condescending self. Do you have any idea what you're talking about? Without your memories of Kowloon, you won't remember what your parents look like, or your life there. My parents once told me I'm terrible at determining the value of a thing, so do what feels right. Don't hold back. If my memories can become my strength, then now is the time to use them. Plus, I'm not afraid. Han Ying and I promised each other we'd return to Kowloon together. My parents will find me even if I'm a construct. Then the four of us will create new memories. Jinman has never been so torn about a deal, as ruthless a merchant and a shark as he is. If that's not enough, I'll add this plushie. This is everything I have. Please. Yo-Yo holds the plushie one last time before putting it on the counter, leaving behind the last anchor she has to her past. How much can it be worth? And it's so old. Fine. Jinman's Emporium will take this deal. Prepare the operation. Really? Jinman ignores the staff, smirking only at Yo-Yo. We might have a deal, but construct operations are not guaranteed success. You might just die on the operation table, and we'd still charge you the full price. Do you understand? I understand. I have to try, even if it's just a small chance. Very well. Follow us. Yoyo turns around and wipes away her tears, waving goodbye to Uno, promising herself that she will cry no more. Instead of crying about her past, there's something more valuable she has to protect. Can she really survive this? What's wrong, boss? Are you worried about the girl? I'm worried about your skills. Relax. You know that I used to be a member of the Fuchsia crew on Kowloon. Whoa. Very impressive. But are you sure about removing her memories during the procedure? She'll forget everything before she boarded the Niter. Her parents, her friends, her past, even her name. Certainly. A contract is a contract. That is what I'm owed. Do people really buy that stuff? Of course they do. Freaks run muck on this ship. But instead of selling it to some peeping junkie, I'd rather keep it as a favor to a promising future dancer. That's why you're the boss. Of course you planned it all out. Not to mention that it's a good thing for the girl to stop obsessing over her unrealistic past. Start the operation. Leave it to me. She is shaken awake by a loud crash. Unlike how the Niter sways when she usually wakes up, she finds everything beneath her shaking. Ugh. She tries to sit up, but an unfamiliar feeling of disassociation in her body takes over her, and she almost falls down. Is this my body? Looking at her metallic hands, it is obvious that she is no longer human. With another loud crash, a huge figure crashes through the wall in front of her, barely able to stop itself before the girl. Uno? The blubber machine struggles to stand up, one of its massive arms severely damaged. Soon, several twisted mechanical figures appear from the hole in the wall. The girl does not know what they are, but she can tell that they are dangerous. Erg. Uno just manages to climb up, standing before the girl, hoping to protect her, only to find her closing her fists and nodding before gently lifting Uno's giant figure and placing it behind covers. It's alright. Let me take care of them now. Hiss. Why is something like that on the Niter? Uno projects its data terminal, showing that it has been 3 days since she was transformed into a construct. Right, Hanying. She still remembers that this is the day the Niter docks for the market. The day that the bad people are making Hanying do bad things. I have to get to the market. Uno, wait for me here. But it's clear that the corrupted are not going to let the girl and the mechanoid go. Several of them leap toward her, only to be swiftly kicked away before they climb back up in their twisted forms. Punches aren't going to do anything to them. I got it. She reaches for a giant blade next to the bed. The sword is taller than her, yet she wields it comfortably. Dang. Out of my way. Hiss. The blade turns into a tornado of slashes in her hands, tearing the corrupted and her way into pieces. She can feel that she has forgotten much, including her name, but she remembers that there is someone she needs to save, something she has to do. Huh, so her weapon was just something she just randomly picked up. Ooh, look at this. Oh. Yes. She gonna help us fight her? Who is it? Stop right there. Lady Chu is in danger. Please trust me. Enough said. Oh. Okay. Okay. What happened? Lady Chu, move before it's too late. How do you know about this? I don't quite remember, but I have to stop Han Ying. The figure in teal is thrown out, her chest marked by a gaping wound. Lady Chu, the master of the Niner, plummets to the ground. Behind her, another figure accelerates and dashes, ready to annihilate Chu with a claw strike. Execute order, destroy target. Right as Han Ying's arm is about to pierce Chu's body, a giant sword flies toward her, spinning and blocking her path, forcing her to step back. Stop, Han Ying! The girl comes rushing in, catching the spinning blade before swinging it with its flat side, fighting off the approaching Han Ying and covering Chu. Lady Chu, are you alright? I'm fine. This body can take a few hits, but who are you? It doesn't matter, especially when I don't remember it very well. Chu nods, standing up and looking at the surrounding crowd. Come out. All the corrupted on the night are defeated. You can't win. A man in a bamboo hat walks out. The girl remembers him to be the bad person who took Han Ying away 3 days ago. It's alright. The corrupted we drew here was simply distractions, so that we can kill you. What did you do to Han Ying? I just gave the puppet meaning again, as a tool for humans. Catch him. Several mechanoids leap toward the man, pressing him on the ground, only to find him laughing. This is futile. The puppet will still carry out her programming even if I die. Meanwhile, Han Ying, having attacked Chu, is in shock, staring at her blood-red, vital fluid-stained hands. What am I doing? The man, under the escort of the mechanoid guards, walks past Han Ying. He releases a somber chuckle under his breath, approaching her and leaning in. You are doing well, Han Ying. Think and remember what your value is. My value is execute order to destroy target. Excruciated, Han Ying shakes her head, but she cannot shake away the command deeply rooted in her soul. No, my value is... This is activation attempt 00001. Lord Villiers, please enter my designation. You're just a tool, and your AI right now is just a test. You don't need a name. I am a tool. Yes, I understand. What should I do? You're a vessel I made to house Huashu in its entirety. That is your value. Understood. I shall carry out this order at all costs. This is activation attempt 00378. Hello, Lord Villiers. Villiers is only focusing on calibrating the machines, and he looks distressed. Seeing Villiers like this for the first time, the mechanoid begins developing new emotions. Lord Villiers, I had a dream during my last slumber. Villiers is surprised to find the mechanoid initiating a conversation with him. In my dream, I became Huashu for real, and I stay by your side, Lord Villiers. Machines don't dream. I figure your program is indeed flawed. I cannot dream. What about you, Lord Villiers? Do you dream? What are real dreams like? Enough. Stop pretending to speak like a human. It disgusts me. I've concluded that only a construct's mind is capable of housing Huashu's consciousness after my countless tests. A mechanoid like you is no use to me. I cannot become Huashu. You can't. You have no value anymore. I ought to have you self-destruct, but time is short, and I must obtain Huashu's backup immediately. The corrupted will swarm this place soon anyway. It doesn't matter now. Villiers quickly packs everything and severs all his connections to this location. Lord Villiers. What? Countless emotions run through her mind. She wants to flee, to keep him with her, to defend her, to cry, to rage, to snap, but in the end she forces herself to smile. Thank you for creating me, Lord Villiers. I wish you the best of luck. Han Ying's collar blinks red, meaning she has lost control of her body once again. Her claw strikes clash with the girl's giant sword, making a shrilling sound. Before the girl can recover her balance, Han Ying slips between her defenses and kicks. The girl is sent flying away. She adjusts her center of gravity midair, lessening the impact of the fall with her giant sword. Han Ying tries desperately to rein in her slipping mind, retaining her consciousness momentarily. Yo-Yo, destroy me. No, I'm here to save you, Han Ying. We promised to live and return to Kowloon together. Even though the girl has no recollection of the name Yo-Yo, nor does she remember why she has to return to Kowloon, they all seem trivial to her now. Sorry, Yo-Yo. I'm not strong enough. I thought I could find my own value if I just kept searching like you said. But in the end, I'm just a machine someone else built, bounded by my programming. I'm just a puppet without values. That's not true. That's not true. The girl drops her sword, rushing in and hugging Han Ying's shaking body. You're not someone without values. Remember the guests who love to see you dance on the stage? The people who clap every time you perform? And the friends you helped in the market? They always came by and thanked you. And Una, who's only fixed because of you. It can't speak, but it's been thanking you all this time. And me. You gave me a second chance. You gave me hope. You allowed me to begin my journey one more time. Can't you see how precious you are? Han Ying looks around at the faces surrounding them, many of whom are familiar to her. They have encouraged her and cheered for her, not because of someone else, but because of her, Han Ying alone. Opening Time's treasure chest, Han Ying discovers all the things she holds dear, all signed with her own name. It's glistening and beautiful. Have I changed? She looks down at the girl holding her. She would still be trapped in the dream of her past if not for the girl. In the end, I'm not a vessel for Huashu, but you, Yo-Yo, and everyone on the Niter. Huashu. How do you know that name? Who are you? Han Ying is slightly shocked to hear that, having thought the Chu before her is Villiers, but she smiles in the end. You have indeed forgotten me, Lord Villiers. That's okay. Allow me to introduce myself one more time. Even when her collar is glowing bright red, Han Ying holds on to who she is. She has Yo-Yo slowly let go of her before turning around and grabbing the collar on her neck. My name is Han Ying. I really like that name. I hope you will remember it. What are you doing? Kill them! Cradle yells out Han Ying's code signature in a trembling voice, only to find his attempt to override futile. What did you do? What have you become? You want to destroy your collar, but you will destroy yourself in the process with the collar's security restriction. In Washu's mind, no machine would choose to self-destruct for no purpose or rebel against its programming. What Han Ying is doing has surpassed its understanding. She's acting like a human. Han Ying! Do you know, Yo-Yo, that even machines dream? I used to only have one dream, but I've had so many more since I met you. Han Ying cannot help herself but comb the girl's hair, whispering in her ears like how Han Ying did years ago. Sometimes there were happy dreams. Sometimes there were sad dreams. Sometimes I was dancing on the stage. Sometimes I was stargazing. But more often than not, I dreamed about being with you and visiting all the places in Kowloon. She knows the code invading her through her collar will eventually take over her. She will not let it happen. Although people say that dreams don't come true, I think that one day, even after I'm gone, you will carry our memories and return to Kowloon with the Niter, because you are strong. Han Ying gently pushes Yo-Yo away before backing up a few steps, smiling. She stands at a spot away from the crowd, as if it is a curtain call on a stage of her own. No. I must protect everything we cherish. I must protect everyone and your smile, Yo-Yo. So can you promise me not to cry anymore? The nightmare has made her cry so many times already, the girl thought. But it has also given her countless memories. The things Han Ying holds dear are now the girl's as well. I promise you I won't cry. I'll protect this place like you do. Go back to Kowloon with everyone, even if... I know you can do it, Yo-Yo. It's a promise. Han Ying extends her pinky finger toward the girl. A promise of theirs alone. Pinky swear? Pinky swear. Han-Ying and Yo-Yo swear. A promise made, a promise kept. A promise of 1,000 years. The girl also extends her pinky finger, but her voice is drowned in her sob. Han-Ying nods. The moment she tears the collar off her neck, its security protocol kicks in, delivering a massive surge of electricity onto Han-Ying. Why didn't you order them to destroy the mechanoid cradle controlled? Why would you let the girl take her away? That mechanoid is special. I believe. Han-Ying has her values. It is best to keep her close to a subject that can trigger such an unusual phenomenon. Villiers lightly groans, not intending to discuss further. And in the end, your decision has provided us with a new construct who will remain loyal to us. She might look like a little girl, but her capabilities beyond regular constructs. I recommend recruiting her as one of the dragon children, Pulao, and tasking her to organize the security forces on the Niter in case a corrupted invasion happens again. Alright, do as you said. In that case, we'll have all 9 dragon children. Villiers turns around and nods at Washu, revealing a rare, earnest smile. The device to transfer your body is complete. I'll become true once again to elect your perfect vessel. Constructs all over the world will gather on the Niter, providing us with endless bodies. Is this your dream, Lord Villiers? Of course. Isn't that your dream as well? My dream. Can I have a dream of my own? Washu closes its eyes, wondering if its eventual body will be similar to Han-Ying. If so, what expressions will it make when it stands next to Lord Villiers? It tries to collect different data, but it fails to come up with any answers. Rarg. Uno walks toward the girl with the giant sword in its hand, its massive body swaying from side to side. I got it. Today's her first day guarding the market as the Pulao crew. She looks at the giant sword and thinks for a while before deciding to place it back in the corner where it was stored. I don't think we need it right now, so let's not carry it. After all, it can fly toward us if we do need it. The girl looks at herself in front of the mirror, the character Pu on her back indicating her identity. Han-Ying, I'll put away the name Yo-Yo until I meet you again. I'll be Pulao starting today. I'll protect the people on this ship, and one day we'll all go back to Kowloon together. Pulao looks at her pinky as if it's still hooked to Han-Ying's. Uno, let's go. What was that? Oh, hidden story? There's more? New farewell song. What is this? As one of the best shops selling mechanical components on the Niter, Jinmon's Emporium only has one customer on the day the ship docks for a market. It has been closed for a while since the corrupted attack a few days ago. Some of the usual customers were poached by other competitors. But Jinmon is not worried. He is confident that his business will boom again in 3 months, but now he has to figure out how to solve the problem at hand. And so he is determined to wrestle out grubs from every person who walks through his door. What is it that you're looking for? Our shop has all kinds of components. I'm sure we can find you anything of any specification. Do you have these parts? Jinmon inspects the serial numbers on the list. The dense code might as well be hieroglyphics to an outsider, but Jinmon lives and breathes them. These are mostly parts from the Golden Age, many of which are very rare. No luck, is it? I'll look somewhere else then. Don't! I can find them. If Jinmon's Emporium can't find it, no shop on the ship can find it either. The already massive customer is wearing a large windbreaker, revealing a fully mechanical face. Jinmon has no idea what his guest is thinking. Deal. I'll need 100 of each part of this on this list. 100? Are you sure? That will cost you a fortune. Don't worry. In that instance, Jinmon receives a 25% deposit. He is surprised. Generous and rich customers are rare these days. Do you sell mechanoids here? Certainly. Come with me. Jinmon brings his guest to the back room, where a series of mechanoids are displayed. This one. I've seen her in the market before. The customer stands before a glass display case where a mechanoid with a human-like face and body lies. No one can tell she is a machine from her appearance. Were you there during that whole commotion? Then you should know that she is completely broken, and she wouldn't start since that day. Even the Fu Shi from the Kowloon crew couldn't figure out why. Right now, she's just stored here by a stubborn girl who hopes to find someone that can fix her. The girl even said that she might live again if they find the legendary Sage Machina. But a legend is just a legend, nothing more. A self-aware machine. It's just a story for kids. Jinman laughs before he speaks again, self-deprecatingly. But I'm starting to get confused ever since I saw this mechanoid here. Perhaps machines really can have souls like humans one day. What if I tell you I'm one of Sage Machina's apostles? Jinman's jaw almost drops before he immediately bursts into laughter. You're a funny one. This mechanoid's soul has yet to depart. She's been having the same dream over and over again. Perhaps it is what sustains her consciousness still. A machine dreaming? I've never heard of that in the many years I ran a shop. I must take her with me. Perhaps only Sage Machina knows how to wake her up. The massive customer writes down a series of illegible codes and hands it to Jinman. The girl comes here again. Give this to her. There are words whispered by the lingering soul in that mechanoid. The mechanoid next to the girl will translate them for her. Jinman's guest heads for the door before turning around with a hat tip. I'm sure she'll understand what they mean. The customer takes a last look at the mechanoid inside the display case before going away. Ah, a machine and a human, so profoundly entangled. Who can tell if that's fortunate or unfortunate? So that's how Han Ying is around in the game, because I have her. I didn't think Han Ying like died or anything, but that hidden story kind of just explains it now. She got brought back to life. She is quite beautiful, by the way, though. So that's how it came to be. Alright, so that was both Reveries with the Whale and Pulao's Interlude. I enjoyed them. The Reveries with the Whale was very lighthearted, actually. There was a few sad moments. In there. Well, the sad moments was coming from the part where she was talking with Mr. Big Fish. But overall, not super like sad or super dark or anything. It was pretty lighthearted. And then her interlude, man, that first node in the interlude really annoyed the hell out of me. Not because it was like bad or anything, but Jinman, man, he just made me so mad because he was willing to have the girl get thrown off and get like killed. Dude, he didn't give a shit. That really made me mad. I hate stuff like that. It makes me so mad. Like any story that involves like a child like being alone and having to fend for themselves and shit with no one to care for them, no one to look after them. That sort of thing really hurts my heart. It really does. It kind of reading that story kind of reminded me of Near Reincarnation with Theo's backstory. Or I guess if it was in this game, Theo's interlude. If you don't know, Near Reincarnation was a mobile game by Square Enix. It's ended its service for a while now. But there are definitely resources online, especially on YouTube, for you to look it up. And if you are curious about Theo's backstory, I do, and if you're into like dark, tragic stories, kind of like what PGR has, Theo's story in Near Reincarnation does fit the bill. And if you were just to watch or listen to that stuff, you can see why you'll understand why it reminded me of Pulao's Interlude. And yeah, that was good. The next time I stream this game is actually going to be on Friday. Yeah, on Saturday. Cause Blackrock Shooter event coming out. They did mention when maintenance was going to happen. in my time zone, it should be, it's on Friday at like 8 p.m. And I'm normally streaming around that time. So I'm not going to be playing PGR this Friday. But Saturday, I will. And I'll be playing the Blackrock Shooter event. So I'm very excited for that. So on Friday, I'll be playing Divinity instead. Tomorrow, however, is me taking a break from streaming. In case you weren't aware, I take breaks on Thursdays and Sundays. So that's the plan for this weekend. Friday is Divinity, Saturday is PGR Blackrock Shooter event. I'm very, very excited. Anyway, that'll do it for me for tonight. So, thank you for watching, thank you for chilling with me, thank you for chatting with me. I really do appreciate it. Hope you have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're in the world. Take care, stay safe, drink plenty of water, and I hope you enjoyed this stream. Whew. That was good though. The Pulao's interlude. Man. It kind of hurt my heart. It really did. Alright. Again, thank you for watching, and again, I hope you enjoyed the stream. See you this weekend for Divinity and Blackrock Shooter event. Thank you. Bye bye.